There's a story you've all been told by our friend Drew 3PO, part of Geeks Gamers lore, here in the 199. Before he was the Canadian bear on a live stream, he decided to share some knowledge that if hell we ought to know. Say it ain't so. Hold on to your buckets. Let's not forget about the J&A's. The Canadian bear took his time to share his thoughts on so many things. And after walking the planet, this much he knows for sure. When you feel like friends can't go on anymore,
you open the door.
And in the story known to most of us, he spoke of his cat Nicholas. It seemed that cat was really quite a sight, because in no time it all went right out of the blue. And what seemed too good to be true, the cat learned to turn off and off lights.
He walked in here, double fist and butt eyes.
Hold on to buckets, spilling coffee and Ryan seeds. Making stops throughout their trip so Ryan's car wouldn't overheat. And after walking the planet, this much he knows for sure. When you feel like friends can't go on anymore,
you open the door.
And it stirs up emotions deep down inside, like when Rip found out Sean Connery died. A timeless moment that no doubt will last, iconic to the lore.
Kiss my cries.
So many memes created from what he said. The guy who ate spaghetti in bed. No need to worry or raise the alarm. With Jay and his tape went back home on his farm. Hold on to your buckets. Let's not forget about J&A's. The Canadian man took his time to share his thoughts on so many things. And after walking the planet, this much he knows for sure. That when you feel like a friend can't go on anymore,
you open the door.
Hey guys! Oh, big gulps, huh? All right. Well, see you later.
And here we are. Welcome to Tuesday night's main event. Dude, that song is so fucking good. I just, the part where he's like spilling coffee on Ryan's car, Ryan's like, fuck. Like, the editing is so good. The part where Ripa, what?
Sean Connery, yeah. That's great. That's great.
Man, I love it. I love it. So good stuff. But it's Tuesday night's main event. Hello, everyone. We are here. I don't know what's going on with Jay. I don't really understand.
I've been kind of sick the last few days, and then
you probably got sick because of me.
Being sucked in.
I think it's going to be a long, long time.
And I took some medication.
Some medicus? Is that
Medicine.
Medicus?
How do you
Medication.
that up?
It's just made me happy. Like, woo.
Mars
like
ain't the
in
kind of
space
place to
right
raise your
now.
kids, Jay.
What's that?
Mars ain't the kind of place to raise your kids, Jay.
Medicans.
Medicans. That's an
Did you
Edward
get-
Einstein moment.
Yeah,
right
yeah.
there.
No.
Einstein? Edward
Damn it.
Einstein.
Oh,
The show's
man.
already chalked.
I'm just gonna leave. I'll be back later. I can't. I'm sorry.
Hi, Ryan. How are you?
I'm good. Feels like it's been literally hours since we last run a stream together.
I know.
Here
I know.
we
It's
are.
crazy. And yet here we are once again.
I've got a bone to pick with all the fucking Japanese people in chat, by the way.
What?
So, listen, I've had a little bit of pushback for my, I think, pretty balanced take on Barbie. But the most pushback I've gotten since that movie's released is when I talked about Japan getting all fucking sensitive about the Oppenheimer Barbie memes, the Barbenheimer memes. I made a video just kind of laughing at it and saying, it's just a meme, whatever. I've got more people upset about that than anything I said about the actual fucking movie. Japan, get the fuck over it. And in response, by the way, this is what Japan has started to do. They're like, how do you like it? We're doing the same thing as you. It's like Osama bin Laden and Barbie and the fucking Twin Towers of Barbie. Guess what? This is fucking funny.
Oh my God.
Good job, Japan. It's fucking funny. It's better than anime, to be honest with you. But listen, this is fucking funny. You're not going to offend, I think you're going to offend a couple people probably, but not the vast majority of people. Bring it on. Let's get more Osama bin Barbie memes. Let's fucking do it.
Let's do it. I have no problem with this whatsoever. Memes are funny. Memes are meant to be funny.
I'm going to war with Japan. All right. Didn't end up well for you last time. Just saying.
Oh man. Does this make you like Oppenheimer even more?
Yeah. Originally I was pretty neutral about the whole thing. Now I'm rooting for the bomb, That's how I feel about it.
Yes, we are starting an hour early tonight. So I'd put that in the pinned post. So if you guys are wondering, yes, it is an hour early. Brock has lost his mind. Brock has already, before the stream started, he had 20 gifted memberships before we started. Shockmaster dropped 5. Brock dropped another 10 as we were rating this stream with Cobra Cast. And then Brock has dropped another 50 gifted memberships. 50.
Oh my gosh.
We got $50 super chats raining. It's crazy. What's up, Drunk 3PO?
I just had to leave, man. The one thing I don't like is to disappoint Ryan, and he had such a disgusting disappointment look on his face. I just had to collect myself for 5 minutes.
That wasn't 5 minutes. It's like a minute.
He still looks disgusted.
That's just a
That's his resting face.
Yes.
Disgusted.
Resting asshole face. Is that how it is?
Oh man. Well, good to have you back, Jay.
Thanks.
Did you get your medicines?
Yeah. Let's just move past that whole segment because it just totally messed up.
Get them from Edward Einstein.
Einstein.
Yeah.
Did he say Einstein in the stream, or did he say Einstein?
He said Einstein.
I screwed it up.
Night.
I screwed it up worse.
Yeah, but I'm saying during daily on that stream that you were on with
He
him.
just said Eddie Einstein like he'd been saying it all his life.
I tried to play
bros.
I tried to play it off. I was like, Chad, you got me. I was just
Eddie
joking
equals
around.
MC squared.
Now, how I didn't see the stream. Did he say it multiple times before you called him out on it, or did
He didn't call me out. I saw it in the chat, and I was like,
the second time he said it.
Yeah, he said it twice.
Yeah.
Eddie?
I think I was probably going to let it go.
I saw people in the chat with question mark. I was like, oh shoot, I said something, and then I was like, yeah.
No,
I met Albert. We were talking about what movie was he in? Barbie, or I didn't see any of these movies, so.
Was Albert Einstein in Barbie?
He was in. God, man.
Oh my gosh. You're making it worse. Jay.
Just let me end it. Let me just end
You
it
have to
all.
open the door for Jay, man.
Like I said, chalked. It's chalked already.
Ah, I'm embarrassed.
10 minutes in.
I haven't seen
Chalked.
any of the movies. I've been gone, and the last of my books are being delivered, which is freaking awesome. So I am not on drugs, nor am I high. So
Steph, how are you?
I'm on medication.
Hello, I'm doing really well. Jay's really making me laugh, making me smile. We are also live on Locals, so come and join over there. Smaller chat, so come and hang out over there if you want.
That's it. We got Fear the Beardo. What's up, Fear the Beardo?
Let's go. Yeah. Great Mario Kart stream last night. Tons of positivity. No shit talking. Just tons of support from everybody in the 199. So you love to see it. You love to see it. We're also live on Kick. We have 54,000 people watching us over on Kick. You love to see it. So yeah.
There were a few quotes in the chat before we went live. What were they quoting?
I don't know. I saw somebody say, "Give me back my son." I'm not sure what that's all about.
Swear, stop it.
I don't know what they're talking about, really.
Ruined now.
He's ruined it. He's ruined the movie.
I don't even know what that's from.
I love that movie, and now all I think of is Beardo yelling.
Ransom.
Yeah.
Can somebody pull the clip of him saying it? I want to match it up to Beardo's.
Mel Gibson.
Yeah, I want to match it up to Beardo's. He said it during Fortnite. We're like playing Fortnite. He's yelling it.
We were talking about Mel Gibson movies. We were talking about the best ones, and then Steph says Ransom, and I'm like, oh no. She was like, the one where his kid gets kidnapped. I'm like, what, The Darkest Hour? And she goes, no, Ransom. I'm like, oh, the one where he says, "Give me back my son."
Yeah. And then you started saying it during like intense moments in Fortnite.
There we go. I got it. Motherfucker, give me back my son.
Yeah, let's see it.
Here, I gotta get the timestamp. Okay, copy URL at current time here.
Just share it. Just share your screen.
Oh, okay.
Just share your screen.
Share it.
So we got to see it right now. And just play it from that moment so we don't get copyrighted or anything like that. So there's gonna be like deep fakes now. We got to get Beardos like in the movie saying it. Here we go.
All right.
There we go.
Kill him. You kill yourself, you motherfucker. Give me back my son.
Give me back my son.
It's such a good movie, and it's such an intense moment. And Beardo has totally ruined it.
That's so good. Oh, that's great. That's great.
I want to recreate my favorite Adam Driver yelling scene. I don't know what movie it's from, but I don't know if we could say it on YouTube either. But it's when
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
That one's out there somewhere.
Does it hurt? Does it hurt? You need to add that to it before. No, I know what you're talking about, but does it hurt? Oh man, we are joined by Rolo, the Puerto Rican pistolero.
We are also praying for the people of Puerto Rico. We love Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico. And we also love Puerto Rico.
Rolo, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. When Jay showed up with the astronaut helmet, all I was thinking in my head was William Shatner doing Rocket Man. And that's all I wanted to see. I wanted to see Jay smoking a cigar on stage and being like, "She packed my bags last night."
That's pretty good.
0 hour, 9 a.m. And I'm going to be high as a kite by then.
We need Rolo to recreate that. We need.
I could probably do that. Yeah,
you probably could. You probably could. How the hell are you, man?
I'm doing great. Not happy about all the shenanigans going on in politics. I know you had a Cobra cast beforehand, so I'm sure you were already ranted about it. But
had to sneeze. Whew. I saved it though. They can't meme me on that. That's the one thing I don't want you to meme me on is fucking sneezing. It's terrible.
Man, I can't sneeze. I'm a terrible sneezer.
Yeah. Well, as long as you sneezing is very satisfying, but it's also aggravating. If that makes sense.
I can't do it. I always hold my sneezes in. I can't sneeze for some reason. I don't know why.
Weird, man.
Doug B, who's Doug B199 over on Kick. Tarantula 3PO, y'all are awesome. Thanks for getting me through life.
That's an inside joke.
For 50.
For 50.
Yeah.
Thank you, Doug B. We appreciate you, buddy. Thunderstrike for
50.
I'm excited to say I completed my capstone course and earned my master's in marketing this week. The
Holy
best
crap.
part is I did it with a 4.0 GPA.
Congrats.
When I saw
Hell
the final
yeah.
grade, I sat back in my chair, listened to the Four Horsemen intro, and held up the fingers. Hell yeah, man. That's awesome.
Nice.
Man, congratulations,
Congrats.
Thunderstrike. That is great to hear.
Congratulations.
That is great to
Congrats.
hear. Yeah, thank you guys for joining us. A little bit lighter crew tonight. Ripa might join in. Obviously, Ripa is kind of busy these days. Kind of busy. Got a few things going on. And I guess some people have already started to get ISOM number 2. So I got a super chat about that on CobraCast. So yeah, he's a little busy, but I'm sure if he gets time to pop in here, we will. And then Krista is traveling. Mike's yelling about something. I don't know. Lord Pelagage just dropped 20
Let's go.
gifted memberships. Thank you. But yeah, but the show must go on. We've got Feminist Frequency, which Jay was very sad to see Feminist Frequency shut down. A stunning and brave 15 years. Jay had a lot of thoughts on this before the show, so I told him to stop and just share your thoughts with us about Feminist Frequency, Jay.
I literally have no idea what that is. But everyone seems to be happy that it's closing down. So it must have been another retarded thing that's been floating around out there that people wanted done. So farewell to you, dear lady.
Well, so
farewell.
The thing about Anita Sarkeesian is I never knew or cared about Gamergate, and I kept getting tied into Gamergate when The Last Jedi came out, and I was criticizing Star Wars, and like, oh, he's Gamergate, and I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck Gamergate is. Rolo doesn't apparently know what Gamergate is either.
Doesn't want to get
like,
embarrassed.
see ya.
Yeah. So I didn't really know anything about it, and then Ryan Johnson brought it up. There, he's back. He's back. You closed the window out when you were trying to get rid of that YouTube video, weren't you?
Yeah,
I don't know what happened there. No, it just refreshed. It refreshed StreamYard.
Gotcha. But yeah, so I was always kind of connected to it, but I was never like an expert on it. But yeah, I mean, Anita Sarkeesian has been a thorn in everyone's side forever. She's a person that has had direct impact on certain games. Neil Cuckman, for instance, he was heavily inspired by Anita Sarkeesian. There was other games she got involved in that like they went out and seeked her counsel for certain games. And she basically hates men, and she thinks that women should dominate gaming, and her entire brand was built around that, and it's failed today. So Ryan, you seem to be very happy.
Yeah, so Feminist Frequency is Anita Sarkeesian's little baby. Gamergate was basically this movement from a lot of people that saw what was happening in games journalism and the insidious nature of people who were covering games, sometimes sleeping with people whose games they were
Get good
reviewing,
reviews, yes.
and really how this kind of infiltrated the entire thing. To go along with the fact that a lot of these people who were developing these games were trying to push all of their identity politics. Feminist Frequency really gained traction for their tropes versus women in gaming, right? And it was this whole series that would talk about why, whether females were sexualized or they were presented as weak or whatever, this entire argument about why things needed to change in gaming. And despite the fact that gamers pushed back against that and fucking hated her, could not stand her, she got a lot of love from those same people in the media who are also being criticized by that group of people. And it got to the point where this person was despised by gamers, but because they had gaslit these gaming studios into doing something to change the way they portray women, that's when you saw like they had game studios that would have her come and speak to them. Like she's not involved in like creating the characters and the story arcs, right? But like she's there as like an influence and someone to talk to the developers about what they should think about when they're creating their stories, shit like that.
You're 100% right on that, but Neil Cuckman himself actually talked about direct inspiration from her.
What direct inspiration from her series, Tropes versus Women in Gaming, not from her. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Like,
I was under the impression that he met directly with her.
I do think she came to Naughty Dog at one point, but the thing that Neil Cuckman's talking about in that whole, in that entire
panel that he was
presentation
doing.
that he gives, he's pulling up specific examples from some of the videos from Feminist Frequency.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And but yeah, so what I'm shocked about is, so I haven't read the details of the shutting down of Feminist Frequency, but with all the support and the backing that she's received over the years, is it because they're basically bankrupt? Like, what is the official reasoning for why they're shutting it down? Have they given those details yet? Has anybody heard?
It's been dying for a long time. I have no idea exactly the details that they gave, but it was Feminist Frequency in a large way was crowdfunded. And there's been a lot of reports that they mismanaged some of that money as well. That got out there probably 2 years ago or something like that. And they haven't delivered on some of the things they promised to with that crowdfunding. So who knows? Maybe they're just figuring get all that done. Just freaking say goodbye to the company so I don't have to deal with those promises anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Well, overall, it's a great day for that. And we'll see. She'll still be around and she'll be annoying and she'll still get ratioed and all that shit. But member messages are finally showing up now on StreamYards.
Yeah,
finally. How many of you besides Jeremy have seen that Gorlock interview? That was so funny. I literally had me in tears. Good old Neon. Yes,
we watched it last night or 2 nights ago.
It's so good. I watched Snow Cover Cast last night, dude. It was so good. Like, oh my God, Neon's like my favorite internet personality, man. I love that kid. I love it how much he shit stalks Andrew Tate, calls him a ball-headed refugee fuck.
Funny.
But the thing is he has no reason to have that level of confidence.
He just does
to talk that shit. But there's no reason. He's a little scrawny little shit.
I know, that's what makes it so good.
And he goes hard too. He goes in.
It's great. I love it. So, but I'm happy the member messages are now showing up. That'll help us keep with those a little bit better. So we appreciate you guys and shout out to all the new members. So we do have topics to talk about today. We've got the same topics to talk about on daily. Barbie and Oppenheimer are dominating, but we got some updated numbers from that. And I am still holding hope that Oppenheimer can maybe get to $1 billion. I don't know if it's possible. It's going to be at $500 million after this coming weekend. And then from there, I don't know. I mean, it doesn't seem like there's a lot of competition. Barbie's obviously going to arguably be the #1 movie of the year. That's going to continue to make a ton of money. It's at $800 million right now. It's not slowing down. I'm seeing more and more people seeing this movie. I'm seeing such divided opinions on this movie. It's actually kind of crazy. Was Az trolling or did he just watch it? Because Az put out a tweet about it.
I think he's probably he hadn't seen it last Friday night, so he probably watched it.
Okay. So Az seems to enjoy it. Interesting enough. So
I think he probably saw it in a similar way I did. I don't know what to think. I think Az is being completely genuine. But when it comes to a lot of people, there were some people when that first day came out and a couple people, maybe their favorite content creators said that they thought it was just the most woke garbage ever. A lot of people started repeating that thing. I saw a lot of that on Twitter, a lot of that on social media. And then as some other people started to come in and say, I didn't really see it that way, I started to see a little bit of shift from people, even that were saying one thing before, and now it's a little different. So I don't know. I don't know what that means. But
yeah, I mean, Michael Knowles tweeted out from Daily Wire, and he said he completely disagrees with Ben Shapiro. He loved it.
So does Brett Cooper.
Yeah, Brett Cooper did a whole video with him.
Like somebody asked about Shiwan Head's video earlier, and like Shiwan Head thinks it's like I didn't watch her video. I just saw some of the clips she put out on Twitter about it, so I can't say I know her entire take on it, but she's kind of like it's unironically based. There's parts of it that are like that. I think there's parts of it that is also, the feminist messaging. I really don't think it's like massively one way or the other.
I have nothing against Brett Cooper. I just have a hard time taking anything she says seriously. It seems to be the most produced show I've ever seen on the internet. I heard her the first 10 minutes of her and Ben Shapiro talking about it, and Ben was asking her questions about it. She couldn't answer anything about the movie. She's like, I liked it. It had pretty colors and it was fun. And he's like, yeah, but can you recite this? Can you she had no idea. She had no idea.
But she's hot, so it's okay.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, but
She
it's
looks
just
like Ben Shapiro, man. She's like a female Ben Shapiro. She freaks me
No.
out.
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah, that's all.
Brett
I see.
Cooper's
All I
hot.
see is-
Everybody knows.
No
Everybody
way.
knows.
Palm
Brett
trees
Cooper's
in the
hot.
chat. Palm trees in the chat,
She's
everyone.
Ben Shapiro.
Don't fucking make me
Ben
put on the
Shapiro
shirt.
in a woman costume.
Palm
Ben
trees
Shapiro
in
in
the
a
chat,
woman
everyone.
costume.
Don't make me put on the shirt.
she's not. She's an
To
attractive
come
chick,
to
so.
come to Beardo's defense, like basically people have been simping over female Ben Shapiro for years with his sister.
That is
His
very
sister.
true.
Right.
That is
I mean,
true.
come on.
That is true. That is true. Brett Cooper, she's attractive. I just think like I've seen. I like, man. I see her videos pop up. They get recommended all the time, and they are the most produced things I've ever seen. Like, it does not come off genuine at all. It comes off as like, hey, we've wrote you a script. Hey, we have the lighting. Hey, we have the editing. Hey, you just sit there, you be pretty, and you say the words that we've written down for you. That's what it feels like to me.
Could be.
That's exactly what it feels like to me. It doesn't seem like there's a genuine thing about her videos. I ain't hating. She's crushing it. Congrats to her. It's just, it's not YouTube to me. Like, YouTube is about genuine opinions from people that have interest in things. You know what I mean? Oh, my first time playing Mario. Like, how the fuck is this? How are you covering pop culture? You never played Mario. Are you kidding me? It feels gimmicky to me, but whatever. With that said, yeah, this movie just continuing to just be a lightning rod for discussion. So I'm happy people that love it. I'm happy that people hate it, and it's going to continue to make money, but I only care about Oppenheimer. That's all I care about. That's all I'm worried about. And I want it to make $1 billion. It's right now. I tweeted it out earlier. It's going to be the #1 rated R biopic ever, probably by next weekend, or at least give it a couple weeks. Right here. It is so highest grossing rated R biopics at the worldwide box office. American Sniper is #1. Oppenheimer already #2. Wolf of Wall Street. I can't believe Wolf of Wall Street only made $392 million worldwide.
Yeah,
that's
that's nuts
shocking.
to me.
That's shocking.
Yeah.
But that's just the rated R rating. I mean, that was rated R for, well, I mean, Oppenheimer still has the nudity too. It doesn't have the like Wolf of Wall Street had some stuff in it for sure.
Passion of the Christ up there?
That's not a biopic.
That's considered a biopic.
They consider Wolf of Wall Street a biopic?
Yeah, it's based off of
I
Jordan.
know it's
Jordan Belfort.
Passion of the Christ is based off Jesus Christ.
I know.
It's
We don't make the
Oh,
rules.
he's not
This
real?
is-
He's a
yeah,
fairy tale to Hollywood?
No,
Yeah,
no,
I get
We
it.
don't make those rules.
It's based, but there's obviously a lot of creativity in like interpretations in Mel Gibson's vision from, I guess that's what they're saying. But what did Passion of the Christ do with the world?
Well, let's see how much it made. Maybe it made less, and that's why it's not in the top 3. I mean, that would be 371 million. There you go.
There
So
you
it would
go.
be number 4.
Globally?
So that's why it's not in the top.
Not
top
globally.
It made
let's
way
see.
more than that globally.
You think it made way more? Let's see. Oh, that's
I think
US
it made
box
like
office.
I think it made a little
700.
bit less than Deadpool. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's US box office. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's see how
Well,
much it made worldwide.
But regardless of if is the Passion of the Christ considered a biopic? I don't know. I mean, Jesus is regardless of what you feel about religious stuff, he is a historical figure. That's
Yeah,
a
that's
fact.
true.
Yeah.
So-
Like I guess I kind of understand why it wouldn't be. But
6'11",
like
6'11".
6'11".
a massive fucking portion of people, myself and a lot of people on this panel included, believe that he was real, or that the things that are depicted in that movie,
Correct.
I
are
agree.
based on real events.
Yeah,
So
I agree.
I don't know. I kind of understand why you don't have a religious figure in there if you're counting that, but who knows? And maybe that's also
Didn't mean
a
to like
random
stir
non-official
anything,
list
but
too.
I
No,
thought
but it's a
Passion of
good
the
point,
Christ
Jay. It's actually a good point.
I'm looking.
that's
I'm actually
Good point.
I'm
Yeah.
interested. I'm interested to know.
Because technically, that's the number 1.
The number 1 R-rated film was yeah.
Well, I think it was the number 1 R-rated film for a while. Deadpool surpassed it, and obviously Joker surpassed it. But yeah.
Let's see. I'm looking at like what people are saying about like if it's a biopic, if it's considered a biopic or not. I don't really see there's a lot of discussion. I'm actually, it's a great question you bring up, because I mean ultimately Oppenheimer's still going to end up, Oppenheimer's still going to surpass its worldwide total when it's all said and done. But why is it not on that list? It's a good question. It's a fair question. So, look, Jay, he's off the meds. He's asking good questions, creating good conversations again.
Well, I was just like, I didn't know what I figured because it was just religious related, they wouldn't want to put that in.
Well, I don't think that should take away from it, but obviously they have their own set of rules, and whatever.
Hollywood's rules are stupid. That's all I have to say.
Of course,
this is also all based off a fucking like screenshot of a random tweet, right? Like,
yeah, but I think they probably.
I'm gonna go put out the actual list of the biopics, and people can screenshot that.
Yeah, I mean, but I don't see it. I don't see it listed as biopic. I kind of
one.
Deadpool.
Jesus, number 2.
Well, the Joker would be number 1, right?
That doesn't count though. That was outside of continuity. So obviously
still, that's a biopic. Joker was real.
It was standalone though. It was Matt Reeves' universe, so it doesn't count in my list of biopics.
We should also bring up the fact that people were stabbed at Frozen 2 because of the toxicity surrounding the movie, not Joker. Just want to point that out.
Fights at the fights
Barbie.
For the Barbie movie.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, listen, the person had a right to be upset. All right. Because the woman took her kid there and let the kid watch YouTube on like full blast. The only forgivable instance is if you're watching Geeks and Gamers. Other than that, if you're sitting in a movie theater just blasting YouTube videos, yeah, go fuck yourself.
I agree with that.
Probably shouldn't.
I agree.
I don't know if you should slap them, but that's up to you.
Yeah. No, I mean, I hate when people do that. It's really, really annoying. Can we show what happened with Alex Stein?
I don't know why not.
Let's do it. Pull it up, Ryan. Let's Primetime 99, always on the grind. Alex Stein just continues to find himself in some very interesting scenarios, and yet he's done it once again. Alex Stein, I don't know the context here. I don't know.
And he's also talking to like Vivek tonight too, which is just like everything about Alex is just awesome. Fucking wild, dude.
It really is, dude.
All right, here we go.
Oh man, Hayden, I'm finishing it. I will be finishing that before Cobra Cast tomorrow night. My full review.
Everyone tells me to watch that too.
All right, so this is from Alex. He's like, all I wanted was a cheesy bean and rice burrito from Taco Bell, but I got much more.
Are you on drugs with that pregnant baby in there?
Bitch, don't accuse me about being on motherfucking drugs. That's what I got.
Wow.
That's freaking wild. And also, there's a cop right there.
I know it. I know.
Yeah, they come into play in a minute.
Yeah.
Wait, why are you so mad? Why are you so mad? I'm just asking my order's taking so long. What, do you work?
I don't give a fuck that you're recording me, nigga. I don't give a shit about that. Get the fuck away from me, bitch. What the fuck is wrong with you?
What? I'm just
ugly ass nigga with your fucking attitude. These people is at work. They telling you constantly that they're busy. What fucking do you not understand?
I just asked them what my order was.
Shit.
Why are you so mad? Are you okay?
Because I'm defending them. They fucking irritated you.
I just asked them what my order was, and then you're getting all mad. I think it's funny. You're funny to me.
I don't give a fuck.
Are you on drugs with that pregnant baby in there?
Bitch, don't accuse me about being on motherfucking drugs. That's what when I got a fucking baby.
Whoa, She's short.
Somebody's on drugs.
Yeah, there goes the cop. Hey, whoa.
Yeah, you're a drug. Yeah, you're a druggie.
How does this happen?
How does he show up and like
you do that? Yeah.
Like he's like randomly walking in the airport and he's like, oh my god, there's the WNBA.
I know, look at his face right now.
God damn it, Alex. Oh shit.
Like great fucking a great mother right here. Yeah. She's gonna turn out to be a great fucking mom.
Yeah.
Her kid's probably gonna be pregnant at 14 fucking years old and be abused. That's based on her. But like holy shit. Also, how have I not been like accosted by someone like this for talking shit to Taco Bell employees?
Man.
Who's standing up for Taco Bell employees?
Oh man, so damn good. Love it. So shout out to Alex Stein, Primetime 99, always on the grind. that's what he does, man. He has an ability to find himself in all these crazy situations. So
did you see the NBA player wanted to beat him up? Steven Jackson.
Steven Jackson was like
sent him a DM.
Sent him a DM, basically like threatened to kill him.
The professional NBA player.
Yeah.
Steven Jackson, George Floyd's friend.
Yes, George Floyd's cousin.
Yeah, George Floyd's boy right there.
That was why. It's because of some Alex's skits. So only a matter of time till he sees me, I suppose. But. Hey, you want to come on Sports Wars, Steven?
Oh man. Okay, so back to prediction. Ryan, do you think that Barbie will become the #1 film of the year over Mario Brothers? Yeah. All right. Anybody else want to debate that? Anybody else feel like it won't?
I don't know, man. We got Meg 2 coming out this weekend.
Projected to get a $20 million opening weekend domestic box office.
I think
there goes that.
I think Meg 2 is going to be fun as hell.
It's going to do really good in China, where they're they're used
Ryan,
to
real
just
quick,
outlandish dumb shit.
I was reading that the Elementals kind of had a
it had really good legs, and now is only going to fall $100 to $200 million short of breaking even.
Okay.
So if some retards are saying that Elemental's a big box office success, they are just that. They're fucking retarded. Because, it did have a really good hold and really good legs, but unfortunately, it started off as the worst Pixar opening of all time. And that's a movie that needs probably somewhere in the range of $550 to $600 million of the global box office just to break even. It's not going to come close to that.
Right.
So
that's why I only brought that up because I knew you would have the correct numbers. Because that's all I've been seeing is like, well, overseas it picked up steam and now it's doing well. And I'm like, how's that so when it started off so poorly?
It's like that fucking Collider article where they're like, Indiana Jones just broke even. Despite its slow box office beginning, it's made over $300 million, which was its production budget. That's not how that works.
I mean, it's interesting to watch. And like I said, you've got the Marvels coming out that they've actively said they're not going to be putting that in the premium IMAX screens because Dune is going to get the precedent over that, which is the absolute right answer. And it just kind of like, look how powerful the Marvel was just a few years ago. Look how powerful Star Wars was just a few years ago. Look how powerful DC was just a few years ago. They got nothing, man.
Well, that's the thing we've been saying here. It's that there was a time you could slap the name Star Wars or Marvel on anything and it would sell. There was like a time where like Star Wars fans would buy anything once they learned that something was coming out that was Star Wars, whether it be a book or whatever they were selling, what kind of like action figure or a toy. They can't do that anymore. Hollywood has they've squeezed those rocks dry. And we saw that with like the High Republic and other stuff too. It's like they slap Star Wars on it and figure, well, the Star Wars name is on it, so that should automatically sell a lot of copies. It's not the same. When certain copies of the High Republic didn't even cross 3,000 books sold, like that's I can't believe it's like that bad. So they can't do that anymore. So now that they've squeezed those rocks dry, they all went on strike, and now they're criticizing Bob Iger for not sharing his money. So the She-Hulk stars like, you have all this money, why didn't you pay the writers that made all the money for you? It's like, well, streaming service hasn't really made y'all much money, has it? So pretty wild.
Like I will wonder. I kind of wonder what's going to happen with the streaming services, because it does seem like Netflix is the one that's just continuing to stay, relevant. They're growing in subscribers. I don't know what their profits and losses are. I know they've gained subscribers, but are they the only one that's staying profitable?
So they gained a bunch of subscribers because they switched up their they ended a lot of the password sharing availability and stuff like that. So they actually ended up seeing a big net increase in subscribers, despite having kind of plateaued a little bit. It'll be interesting to see what happens with Disney Plus. That quarterly earnings call is coming up soon. We're going to find out, one, how much money they lost on Disney Plus. People are estimating between $800 and $1 billion this quarter, but also how many subscribers they gained or lost after losing about 6.5 million in the past 6 months. I've been saying for a long time that it's kind of a waiting game. And I think you have one, Netflix is big. And then you've got a couple others like Apple and Amazon that have all the money in the world. They're really like, they got tons of cash on hand. So they can sit there and play the long game. And then other than that, it's going to be who is willing to take losses for long enough before everybody else drops out. Paramount Plus of the world are not going to, they're going to cease to exist. Peacock, that's going to cease to exist. And eventually you're going to start to see them licensing off their shit to other streaming services and shutting their own down like they used
Hold
to
on.
do.
Yeah. Hold on. You think Peacock's not gonna last?
I think Peacock will be one of the ones that shuts down, yeah.
I think all the secondary ones are going to go.
Isn't WWE tied in with Peacock? That has to be a massive boost for them. Like, it's huge.
Peacock lost.
I'm asking that question because I think
Peacock,
WWE's tied.
I'm just saying, Peacock lost $600 million last quarter. They're set to lose $3 billion for the year. That's the status of Peacock streaming.
Okay.
So, and I think you're going to eventually see it. And they've already done it. So Suits on Netflix is a perfect example of this. Suits has been on Peacock for a while, I think. It just went on Netflix. They made some licensing agreement. It's on Netflix. It has blown the fuck up on Netflix. It's getting over 3 times the viewership of The Witcher on Netflix. And it was just a licensing agreement, right? The same way everything used to go up on Netflix. Something that's got a lot of episodes that are already there. There's no big time investment in something that you don't know if it's going to work out or people are going to stay engaged in this. You're not paying $200 million a season. It's already fucking there. You're just paying one lump sum to get the rights to it. And I think that is the way that a lot of these places are going to end up.
You want to share my screen real quick just to prove Ryan's point? It says Peacock's lost the company $3 billion in 2023.
I want to know how the WWE ties into this because Cat's telling me, yes, WWE is on Peacock. People don't understand how big WWE is fucking massive. I don't watch the product anymore.
When's the last time that we all watched it?
But see, that's the thing, Jeremy. Like, if longtime fans like you stopped watching it, how big is it still?
It's huge. It's still big, dude. It really is.
I don't know. I feel like WWE's like NASCAR, where it's like it seems like it's big, but it's not getting bigger.
NASCAR has struggled. WWE has not struggled. WWE is fucking huge.
But do people watch it streaming? Do people watch it streaming? Or would they want to watch it live? That's the question.
That's another thing. Yeah,
it's more of an event. So that's more of an event. You don't want to watch that. I mean, obviously, if they stream it live, that's a different story. You're going to watch it that way. But I know for events like that, you want to watch it live because you don't want the results to get spoiled to you. Even if it's WWE and it's wrestling and it's different than like UFC. Obviously, there's more drama involved with WWE. It's more produced, but still, I mean, you still want to see it live.
I've got this article, and again, this is just the most recent thing I found, but like this is WWE reports big streaming lift since Peacock move with 3.5 million paid subscribers viewing its content. WWE said its decision a year ago to shift its streaming setup to its own standalone service to marquee spot on NBC Universal's Peacock has dramatically boosted its audience. So I would imagine Peacock has definitely gained a lot from WWE.
But I don't know how you can kind of see the same point there. WWE had their own streaming service. They outsourced it to Peacock. So Peacock is going to end up doing the same thing. So it's kind of what Ryan is saying. It's the consolidation where, you know, you're going to end up with maybe 2 or 3 big streaming services at the end and everyone's going to license them because who wants to pay the infrastructure of billions of dollars of server space, bandwidth, all this stuff, producers. Now you have to have a studio here if you're going to produce all your own content. That's way too fucking expensive. Hollywood as it is barely on the margins on a good day. So you think that when you're producing all this stuff, it's going to work out any better? Ironically enough, I was watching an interview the other day with Terry Matalas. He was the showrunner for Picard season 3, which was the only good Star Trek that we've seen in like probably 2 decades. But he was kind of talking about, you know, the writer's strike and everything. And he explained kind of what I said. He said, AI has gotten good enough that he believes that what will happen is you'll have an AI basically produce a show, like the treatment of a show. Then you're only going to have like 2 or 3 writers there and a showrunner that proofread the script that the AI produces and make it make sense, clean it up, make it seem prettier and make it seem more organic. And he says that's where he thinks it's going to go. And it's ironic because he was trying to defend the writer's strike and he kind of exposed and he kind of admitted it later on. He's like, I'm making AI sound really good right now. And I didn't really mean to make it seem that way, but that's where it's going to turn because the cost is too much. You're getting mediocre product from these studios because they're trying to slam too many projects at once. It's just too much. You're saturating the market. That's what we saw with Star Wars and Marvel. You devalued the brands, and now your cost overruns are through the roof because now you have to support actual employees that you're paying all the time rather than, well, let me just sell my old portfolio and make a ton of money off of something that I've already sunk cost into years ago. It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
they are not making the same fucking money on streaming as they were on traditional television with advertisements.
Yeah.
Because when it comes to streaming, people don't want to pay for the ad-based tier where they can just pay $2 more and get no ads. But the studios fucking desperately need the ads. That's why all these places are going to ad-based, because they've realized that there's not enough fucking money for what they're doing. So they desperately need the traditional advertising revenue, but people don't want it. So they're not signing up for the ad-based tier that could get them these extra hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars.
I just think goes back to, the I see low watermark. I was laughing about that when it came in. I'll read that one in just a minute. But with Netflix gave everybody a false sense of success.
Yep.
Because, and Ryan's talked about this. We've talked about this a lot on Friday Night Tights, but like Netflix was successful for a lot of different reasons, but one of the big things was because of the old TV shows that it had access to. And I remember that as a person that got Netflix back in the day, is like, oh my gosh, I have access to all these old comedies and these old shows that I could never find. I could never find the DVD or Blu-ray sets of these for anything less than hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And now I get it for $10 a month. This is great. And that's what. But Netflix has continued to, I still say they're the standard and they're going to be the standard. I think Netflix will continue to be the standard for streaming moving forward. They've had a lot of competition come their way, and they've had a lot of companies, big branded companies like Disney Plus. To me, again, I don't really have Disney Plus or get on Disney Plus anymore, but like when I had Disney Plus, I looked at it and I'm like, okay, you're offering a lot of stuff from back in the day, but you don't have any real long-term stuff to watch, like shows, and you don't have any new stuff that's coming out that I care about. And then the new stuff that they've produced in the past 2 years has been garbage. So what's the reason to keep Disney Plus? There's no real reason to keep Disney Plus.
And Netflix is the one that is most willing to reach out and license, because that's how they've always done it.
Yep.
And these other companies are more likely to not see them as the same type of exact competition as some of these other ones. So that's why you're seeing the deals like Suits, which is like breaking Netflix records. Like 4 billion minutes of Suits streamed, like in the first week it was available on Netflix, something insane like that. And it's just, I think what's going to happen, you're going to have these big money guys that stay there. Apple doesn't have to go anywhere, Amazon Prime and Netflix. And then I think Disney Plus and Max are going to be the ones that win when it's all said and done, because they are the ones that are willing to stick it out. Everybody else doesn't have the catalog or doesn't have the money or the infrastructure willing to just lose billions, year after year after year.
Well, and Max has Warner Brothers. I mean, that's huge in itself.
They have a huge catalog. I think Max is actually like the best streaming service in terms of all the stuff that it has on there, from the brands to the, like, whether it's DC or Harry Potter or just a bunch of great movies, to be honest with you. Now, Warner Brothers is in terrible financial trouble with $50 billion in debt. But HBO Max was one of the only streaming services to actually turn a profit in recent years.
There you go.
Because of that.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be interesting. The next few, go ahead, Rollo.
No, I was going to say it kind of, and I know this is a kind of a comparison that I've used before, but the way that Netflix is set up is almost the way that Fortnite is kind of taken over the gaming space, where they basically license everyone else's products. They put their characters in their game. Everyone tries to copy what they did, but no one can quite do it the way that they did it. And it's almost like there is something to being first. So Netflix was kind of first and best dressed. They already had an infrastructure ready to go. They used their experience in taking out Blockbuster with the DVD mailing service to really leverage, their entire business model. And nobody else has been able to do that, because Netflix came in as a company that didn't produce content first. So they understood the landscape of having to license material from other people. And these other companies are always going to be at a disadvantage compared to them. So it's almost like a lot of companies end up being monopolies because they were the first to do something and nobody else can really compete against them. And it's not necessarily because everyone else sucks. It's the convenience of going with the guys that did it first. So it's almost like you're going to need a new service to innovate. I don't know what that innovation is going to be, whether it's some sort of VR or hologram service, but it's almost like this is a commoditized service at this point, streaming films. And like any other commodity, you're not going to make a lot of money off of it.
It's kind of like YouTube to Rumble to Odyssey. I mean, YouTube was first, and YouTube's going to be king for a long time.
It's going to take a long time for
nothing against Rumble. Rumble's great, but I mean, YouTube is king.
Well, it's almost like with the video game stuff. I mean, PlayStation and Microsoft Sony and Microsoft have lost money, significant money on their consoles for years. I think PlayStation has become profitable. Like I think PS4 became profitable towards the end of its run. I can't remember the specifics, but I know they both lost significant amount of money on these projects. But that was they knew they were going to lose money. You know what I mean? They were fine with that because it helped build the brands and everything up.
Well, and they were making money on software, right?
Software, just not the hardware.
Yeah, so they would take a little bit of a loss, like a $20 loss, almost negligible on the console itself, but they were making a shit ton of money by having 100 million PlayStation 4s out there that people are buying games for.
Yep.
Right. And as soon as I mention this, we got Xbox is winning. No, Xbox is losing in the chat.
It's like 2-1.
They already. Who's the Xbox guy? The Phil Spencer.
Phil Spencer.
He
admitted Xbox. I mean that PS5 won.
Yeah.
Xbox. If you look at it, Xbox has never won a console war. Never. The 360 is the closest they got, and PlayStation 3 still won that generation.
It did, but I personally, and I have the ability because I am a YouTuber, I have the ability to say that 360 won that generation.
Yeah, 360 absolutely won that. I would argue,
and my KD ratio in Black Ops means I have it.
I would almost argue. I would argue this, that since the Xbox came on the market, since that period, the Xbox 360 is the best console, maybe besides the Switch, that has come out since the original Xbox has come out. Arguably, because it innovated online play. It really took online play on consoles to the next level. Like, there's no argument against that.
Okay, the problem with the 360s online is that you had to pay for the Xbox Live,
and you got what you paid for. So you got what you paid for.
But the PlayStation 3 was free online. Yes, where Xbox started off strong was because the 360 came out an entire year before the PlayStation 3 did. Also, when the PlayStation 3 launched, it was $100 more expensive. But by the end of their life cycle, I think we were just looking at the numbers. The PlayStation 3 has sold like 3 million more units than
it just barely edged it out. And people will be like, "Oh, well, that's because there was a Blu-ray and some people bought it for Blu-ray." It doesn't matter. It sold.
That doesn't matter. Exactly.
You know what? Gary is pulling the fucking Mick Foley WWE bullshit. He don't know what the fuck he's talking about. But remember Mick Foley? Whenever he would go to a different city, he would say the city's name. Like, it's great to be here in so and so Ohio.
Baltimore.
Gary's getting cheap pops right now. He's going for cheap pops. That's what he's doing.
I freaking do that every stream. What are you talking about?
I mean, we know technically PC is the best. It's to do with the 4090.
Yes,
I agree with that.
Yes.
But the problem is console gaming is larger. That's why games are made for console, which is why PC ports have been trash lately. And you need something like a 7900 XTX or a 4090 to be able to run these games, even decently, whereas they run like trash on consoles as it is. So this is part of the problem that we're running into. You need an exceedingly powerful PC in order to play these games that a few years ago they were better optimized.
Well, and we are also kind of in like a funny spot right now with how rare the PlayStation 5s were. And
funny.
Yeah. It's a funny spot because what developers were forced to do is for much long, like when a new generation of console always came out, they always made the games for the next gen and the previous gen, like for like, I don't know, like 1 or 2 years. And then they would just abandon the previous gen and only develop. Whereas with the PlayStation 5, Sony was forced to make some of their huge heavy hitter games. There's blockbusters like God of War, let's say. They had to make it for PS4, and it ran like shit on PS4 because PS4 simply just couldn't handle it. Now we're getting into the age where, Xbox and Sony, they're abandoning the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4, and they're only doing it. So we're going to see games run a lot better on the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X or whatever.
Yeah, I do think that there's numbers, okay? There's numbers, and then there's there's the reality of it. So like going back, you're right that PlayStation 3 won in terms of numbers. They just did. They won, and a lot of the reason they won in numbers is because the consistent Red Ring of Death that just it didn't have a huge impact on the 360 in the short run, or even most of it. But towards the end, the PlayStation, really did kind of elevate itself and sell more units. And I think a lot of people are sick and tired of the Red Ring of Death. They were tired of it.
And I think that the way that they finished the generation led to some of the success you saw with the PlayStation 4 as well, because it had momentum. If you look at like the last 2 years, I imagine so many more people bought it. So when you're looking to make the switch and you're looking to do this thing, you've got your PlayStation account, you got your Xbox. What are you going to do? I think a lot of people ended up sticking with PlayStation.
That's possible, but I think Xbox gave them a layup there. So I would argue that if the Xbox One launch hadn't been such a disaster, you probably would have seen that the close competition that you had between the 360 and PS3 go again. Because I think as far as mind share for online gaming, especially for shooters, the 360 dominated that completely.
Yes.
Absolutely dominated.
Hold on. Aiken says copium, Jeremy. Numbers are facts, not your fifis. I like PlayStation more than Xbox. But if you really want to talk numbers being facts, the Wii won over all of them. Do you want to sit here and tell me that the Wii was the best system? No, it wasn't even fucking close to being the best system. But the numbers said that it dominated the entire generation. So are we going to talk about facts? Are we going to talk about feelings? Or we're going to talk about the fact that the Wii is the number one system of that generation, and it ain't even close. But the 360 was the gamer's system. That is a fact.
The argument would be that it's not exactly direct competition. Whereas, you know what I mean? Even though you have console exclusives, certainly 100%. Console exclusives are a big part. But I would say the vast majority of games that were played during that time were cross-platform on those systems. Whereas that's not how it was on the Wii. So,
and then also to kind of piggyback off of what Ryan was saying earlier about the momentum of that Sony had going into the PlayStation 4 is back then you didn't have cross-play online between games. Like you couldn't play Call of Duty with your friends who had Xbox if you were on PlayStation. So a lot of them who did choose to make that switch to PlayStation 3 towards the end of its life cycle, they wanted to play with their friends. They stuck with PlayStation because they want to play these games with friends. Now it doesn't really matter because, every multiplayer game is cross-platform where they're going to play on Xbox, PlayStation, or PC. It doesn't matter. But back then, except for Battlefront, that's because fuck EA. But yeah, so the momentum, they wanted to play with their friends, so they stuck with PlayStation.
I gotta highlight Aiken real quick.
Jay finally tries to get a fucking.
We were all talking 360 versus PS. All right, go ahead, Jay. Go ahead. Sorry,
I don't know what I was saying.
Go ahead.
I was like, you don't think more people?
All right. Anyway, so we'll. I just because he paused. All right, go Jay. Go. It's your show. I'm sorry.
I don't even remember. I was talking about I bought the only reason why I got a PlayStation over Xbox was because it had a DVD player on it.
DVD or Blu-ray? You're talking about
Blu-ray or whatever.
PS3.
But the one that Pimp My Ride started putting in everyone's car.
That was a PlayStation 2. But the thing is, was the same.
Whatever that was, that's what I wanted because Pimp My Ride sold it for me. Everybody
they
clear
sold
on that?
so many because it was the cheapest DVD player.
Yeah, well, let's talk about this for a minute. The reality of it is, yes,
GameCube
the PlayStation
is king.
It's probably the worst selling system we'll probably talk about in this whole thing.
I love the GameCube, man.
I love it. I love the GameCube.
I have so many good memories with my GameCube.
Fucking discs were dumb as shit.
Listen, let's be real, okay? Let's be real.
Little kids can hold them better, Ryan. That's why they made them small.
I prefer PlayStation to Xbox overall, and obviously I prefer Nintendo over all of them. With that said, PlayStation, their marketing has been fantastic. The PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's been perfect. It's self-explanatory for the normies and all of that, and they've done a good job of the hardcore gamers. But let's be real. The first PlayStation was great. We loved it. We all loved the PS1. It was awesome. PS2 was the number one selling system and still is the number one system of all time because it was the cheapest DVD player on the market. Okay, that's a fact. That's why.
It also had great fucking games.
PS3 went for that same method with the Blu-rays, but Blu-rays didn't catch on as quickly as DVDs until towards the end of the PS3 life cycle. And that has to be noted with them selling more units. It's because Blu-rays were starting to catch on. That happened. From a gaming perspective, the 360 won that generation. That is a fact. It just did.
That's not a fact. That is your projection. That's your hypothesis that's backed
off
of
subjective opinion.
Well, no, you can't argue that it didn't revolutionize console. Console online gaming was created by Xbox. Like that was basically. I mean, I know Dreamcast could technically do that. You could get your modem on a Dreamcast, but Xbox basically made modern console online gaming what it is, with voice, having to have voice chat in every game, all that stuff. That was an Xbox thing. So you had SOCOM on PlayStation, but that was pretty much the only game they had at that time.
SOCOM, the first two God of Wars. The first two God of Wars on PlayStation 2.
This is the only fact I need to prove my point that the gamers were 360. It's this game right here. End of discussion. That was the definitive game of the entire generation. Look, Halo 3.
PlayStation was for people
PlayStation
was for people that played alone. They played RPGs like Final Fantasy. It was for single player games, all that stuff. Xbox was for talking shit with your friends, bringing them over, having like 4 consoles in your house and 16 people playing, talking shit in different rooms. That's what Xbox was for, and that's what it was all about, which is a shame because I think that was a bigger cultural impact than a lot of other consoles, and Microsoft kind of forgot that. They were the bros console, like talk shit, play video games and have Halo 2 and Call of Duty lobbies where you talk a lot of shit. That's what Microsoft was all about back then, and they've left that behind. But that's what they were then. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, Halo 3, like Halo 3 was Master Chief was as big as Mario. And it's so sad that they screwed it up. So trust me, dude.
That's a stretch.
Master Chief was as big as Mario at the 360.
That's a big stretch.
I think for a specific generation of people at the time, like they were in like a 10 to 15 year window. That's probably true. I don't know about like actually culturally, but yeah.
Halo Master Chief was an icon, and it's so sad to see how far Master Chief and Halo has fallen. And it's sad. It really is. Well, I wasn't a big Halo gamer. I just want to be clear. I mean, I played. I was a late bloomer to the Halo franchise, and Halo 3 is actually what got me into Halo. I played through Halo 3, the campaign, co-op with my friend, and I was blown away by the game. I was fucking blown away, and then it made me go back and play 1 and 2. And then I played Reach afterwards and all of that. But I wasn't like a hardcore Halo guy in its heyday. Like I played a little after its peak, and I'd heard about it from afar. I was more of a Call of Duty guy back then. And so, but Halo was fucking crazy huge, man. The online for Halo 2 led us into Halo 3 because I remember all my friends were into Halo 2 online multiplayer. It was crazy. Have you never played Halo ever, Jay?
Never.
Oh man, we gotta get Jay to play.
I played I was SOCOM, man. I was
co-op.
Like, all my friends played SOCOM and Nightfire on the GameCube. We came over and played Nightfire till we couldn't stay awake any longer.
Nightfire was a lot of fun.
And then online it was all about SOCOM. So
okay.
We never just I just never transferred. I'm not saying the game sucks. I just never transferred over. It was just like that's what we had. And yeah, because the online was free, that convinced me, my brother, and all of us to get that. Like that's why we went that route. Plus the DVD player.
Yeah.
I can honestly say my greatest gaming memories are from having friends over and doing like Halo LAN parties. Those are the best like gaming moments I've ever had. Because there's nothing like playing online split screen so you can see your teammate's screen, and then in the other room people are talking shit to you at the same time, and then after the match is over you can go and talk shit to one another, eat some have some food, and then just chill. It was like
I did that with PlayStation 3 though too with my friends.
We didn't have any fucking friends.
But this is something that you hear about Xbox all the time. This is what you hear about it. This is what defines it. So
me and Rolo. Hold on,
I'm putting on my palm tree shirt.
Listen. Me and Rolo were the Chads walking around picking on the loser Beardo. Like, that's what it was.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. I showed up at school with the Xbox. I was like, at lunch, I was like, I don't give a damn if I brought video games to school. We're going to play fucking Halo right now. That's what we used to do.
Hayden Wayne says, I love when we talk games on Tuesday night's main event. Halo 3 was why the Xbox 360 won that console war. PS3 is the reason Blu-ray won over HD DVD. That's a good point.
Yeah,
That's
so
a
HD
very
DVD
good
failed.
point.
Yep.
Dreamcast never stood a chance with the game catalog. Love that system, though. Hail Tuesday night's main event. If anything, you want to talk about a system I love the Dreamcast more than the GameCube. And I love the GameCube. The Dreamcast was way ahead of its time.
Yep.
And probably one of the most, it's so sad that the Dreamcast never kind of hung on, but it is what it is. This one's for Ryan right here. Regarding Brett Cooper, remember, guys, only care about what goes in a hot girl's mouth, not what comes out of it. You agree, Ryan?
I don't know. Sometimes what comes out of it can be pretty damaging. It just depends.
The Bros console is Rolo
The Bros console.
Not those bros.
Hayden is wrong. Resef the cripple. Hayden is wrong. The porn industry chose Blu-ray. That is why it won over HD DVD.
That's also a valid point.
That is a valid point. But yeah, so again, I put that we were gonna. I forgot to change it last second. I was going to talk about the Switch 2 rumors out there. It's still just rumors, and they're out there. But I don't think it's as big of a story as a lot of people are treating it right now. Because until Nintendo confirms it, we heard the Bloomberg story like a year and a half ago about the Switch Pro and all of this stuff. Until I hear it from Nintendo, I don't believe anything. And to me, the reports we're hearing just sounds like an upgraded version of the Switch anyway. It doesn't even sound like it's any major shift, but we all know.
Well, they didn't call it the Switch 2. They didn't call it that. They just said that Nintendo's next gaming system.
I know. But there's speculation. So if you look at how Nintendo...
Every fucking 3 months, we get the same fucking rumor about the next-gen Switch console. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we do. And look, Nintendo went through this with the DS. They did the DS. So they had the DS,
the DSi, the 3DS, and then the 2DS that you can play 3DS games on, but it didn't have the 3D technology in it.
And I would not put it past them. Like the Switch is the most successful thing Nintendo has ever created outside of, well, it might be like some of their handheld, like some of the DS and stuff, but if you look at software across the board, like this is the most successful thing Nintendo has ever created. They're not going to move far away from this template. They're just not.
They can't. They literally can't. Like what they did with the Switch being able to be handheld and dock, and you can just play it at home as an at-home console. It's the best thing that they cannot move away from that model.
I swear to God, if they come up with the Switch U, I'm just going to stop Nintendo completely.
Gosh.
Hey guys, the Switch U. Come buy our Switch U. No, Nintendo, don't do that.
The Switch has existed for what, like 7 years?
We're going on 7 years.
16 or 17, right?
It's like 7 years. It's 7 years into its life cycle, and that's insane. And it's still selling. I mean, the sales are obviously, dropping off. It's obviously peaked, but it's still moving units. So I don't know. I guess we'll see how it plays out. Stephen Wasik for 50. Nightfire is GOAT. A tweak to make the story flow better, but not modernize it. Cast Henry Cavill as 007. Film would print money. I was a PlayStation guy until Sony abandoned backwards compatibility and went woke. I have Xbox One and I can play almost anything.
Except for God of War, except for Spider-Man.
Yeah.
You can play with no one. So.
2 whole titles.
Yeah, again.
All right, no, that's not true. It's cross-platforms. You can play with all the people that have PlayStation.
2 whole titles. Those are like the 2 biggest games that have fucking come out in the past 5 years.
Except for Breath of the Wild, except for Mario Odyssey.
I heard Breath of the Wild. There was a rumor out there that Breath of the Wild fell off. That's what I heard.
No, Tears of the Kingdom fell off.
Sorry, Tears of the Kingdom.
Tears of the Kingdom fell off a fucking cliff.
Yeah.
The players abandoned it.
Yeah. Who else still playing God of War these days?
Fuck, I was playing God of War last weekend.
Oh, well, that just means just means
let's look up the Twitch numbers.
Twitch.
That's how Beardo bases everything. Mario Kart 8 fell off.
If I'm still seeing highlight clips of a game, that's how you know it's popular. And as far as I've seen, those Zelda Breath of the Wild clips and Tears of the Kingdom, those clips never stop, man. People are always doing crazy shit in those games.
That's
even
also
like
just
years later.
based on your fucking YouTube algorithm.
That's also one person putting out those crazy videos.
No, it's
just
like
some
top
fucking
gaming clips, man.
Down
Zelda's
syndrome
always there.
autistic motherfucker
Zelda's
playing
always
Tears
there,
of the
man.
Kingdom.
Zelda's always there because you can do crazy shit in that game. That's why people keep playing it.
Oh God, yes, it's true. It has so much more content.
Jeremy, how much have you played Tears of the Kingdom?
Probably a few hours into it. So.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like the first day or something.
I'm on my third playthrough of God of War.
Johnny would be disappointed.
Well, again, though, I don't have time to sit there. Do you know how much time it takes to put into Tears of the Kingdom? Like, holy
you gotta
shit,
put like 40
man.
to 50 hours. Yeah.
Yes, more than that, And so it's so much better than Breath of the Wild just in the first few hours. There's so much more to it. Breath of the Wild, it makes Breath of the Wild feel kind of like a tech demo, being honest.
You can't go back to Breath of the Wild after you play Tears of the Kingdom. Really, it's tough.
Yeah, I just need to stream it. Like, that's the only time I play video games is when I stream. Right? I'm usually playing Fortnite. I tried to play Titanfall because Lethal Lightning started talking shit, calling me out, saying I was a fake Titanfall fan because the servers are back up. You know what I did? Put Titanfall in, couldn't get into a match. Sat there for a fucking
Microsoft needs to buy Titanfall.
Yeah.
That's what needs to happen. They just need to buy Titanfall.
Spent $20 on Titanfall and played it once.
Somebody needs to.
You
But
missed it, man, that was the greatest. That was the greatest game ever online. It was the best.
I'm trying to find. Oh, here we go.
No, not EA, just Titanfall. I don't want them to buy EA, just Respawn.
This is from 3 weeks ago. Tears of the Kingdom sales are still strong. Zelda Tears of the Kingdom sales stay at the top of the UK box charts long after its Nintendo Switch release, beating FIFA, Final Fantasy 16, and Diablo 4. Damn, it just fell off, guys.
Damn, that's funny because I live in the fucking United States.
Okay. Did you realize it sold 10 million copies in the first 3 days, right?
That's fine. It fell off.
You got some weird logic. This is why Sony lost. Because people like you were eating glue in the corner while the cool kids were playing Halo 3 on a fucking Xbox Live service.
Man, I took 2 days off of school to play MW2 on my PlayStation 3.
Yeah, with like fucking 3 other retarded people.
That was like literally half of my fucking class. Every dude in my class took days.
I'm sorry, I gotta break in. This is why Sony lost right here.
Terrible.
This is the game that every boy wanted to play. We wanted to play the guy game because you saw boobies in it, and that is why Sony lost. Bring back the guy game. Look at this guy on the cover. You answer the questions right, you see boobies. That's why. That's why Sony lost. The heck, man.
What's the other one? Leisure Suit Larry.
Yeah, Leisure Suit Larry.
Leisure Suit Larry.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Hey, Marcellus,
has anybody ever played the guy game?
I have never played that. I never even heard of that.
I don't even think you're allowed to buy it anymore.
Let's look at the facts, though. A new console is usually released every 5 to 7 years. The Switch was announced in October 2016 and came out Q1 of 2017. So a Switch 2, whatever it's called, announcement this fall for 2024 release is very feasible. Yeah, I mean, it definitely is. For 50, 100% it's feasible, and it could happen. Nintendo is a weird fucking company. They always make weird decisions. So I would not be surprised if they bring something out, but I think it's going to be very much in line with the Nintendo Switch. Yeah. If it's going to be a something that has backwards compatibility or something along those lines, I don't think they want to move far away from the momentum that they have because they're lucky to be where they are after the failure of the Wii U. And again, I like that system. I played the hell out of that system in those games. It was a massive, massive failure. So, all right, let's read some super chats. Ryan.
So there was a Rumble rant from Jay and the Elite Fan that kind of disappeared. So I don't know if Rumble has a way to go back and look at that yet, but it was something to the effect of basically like flashback or back in time. And it was talking about how Okay,
I got it. JM the Elite Fan for $5. Rumble rant. Week number 3. Well, this is the most recent one I have. So maybe week number 3 of the road trip of the trip down memory lane. Ryan is the undisputed tortilla slap champion, and Jay imitates Triple H's entrance in Beardo's face. I'll save my poem for MCU fan. I promised until Krista's back. So that's the only one I have. So did he have 3-parters? Okay.
No, that was
all right.
it.
Okay. All right.
And
cool.
yeah, that was not much of a matchup. I gotta be honest. That tortilla slap fight.
Yeah,
I don't think I cracked once.
And
I don't
Jay
laugh very
Jay
much.
just spits in people's faces and laughs. What were you? What were you
Jay
thinking,
couldn't even
Jay?
do the first one. Could he start laughing right away? It's great though.
He wasn't even playing. Me and Ryan were slapping each other, and
thing?
then Jay was just standing off on the side, and he laughed.
Listen, man, my esophagus, it was like having some kind of gag reflex, like when I was filled with like water. So that's why I was laughing, because
his
and then
esophagus
staring right at Ryan with his cheeks out like that. It was pretty comical. Like I just couldn't hold it. I couldn't hold it, man.
I think that first one you just hear Jay like he just takes a drink of water and he's just like
he goes.
Did he say esophagus or snuffleupagus?
He said esophagus.
he said a
talking about Hassan Piker for a minute when he said.
I was thinking of woolly mammoth. Oh God, I love Jay.
What are y'all talking about? Y'all never had a gag reflex?
No, I have. Yeah, of course.
It's an interesting question.
I just found out why the guy game was bad. Now I feel horrible for bringing it up.
That was the band, Jay.
They had a 17-year-old flashing her boobies in there. That's terrible. I had no idea.
Uh-oh.
Whoops.
My bad. I had no idea.
All right, let me start to read some of this
How
stuff.
did they not know? What kind of game is... There was nudity in that game, by the way. I was just saying.
Thanks, Jay.
Hayden dropped 20 gifted memberships earlier. Thank you, Hayden. Appreciate you, buddy. War Machine just dropped 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, War Machine. Oh my God, Jay. Thank you for being you.
What I do? What am I? What?
You mispronounced something.
What did I mispronounce?
Esophagus.
Yeah.
I didn't. What are you getting like a hard H at the beginning of that shit? Esophagus.
Yeah, my teeth are crooked in the back.
That don't have anything to do with it. Esophagus. Like you start to cough when you say it.
This is chalked.
How do your teeth being crooked in the back lead you to go, huh?
You get like a lisp or something.
No,
That's your tongue.
lisps are for children. Like if you're an adult and you still have a lisp, grow the fuck up.
Or one of those people that like pronounces their L's as W's, you know?
Listen, I'm on like cold medicine and stuff, so I'm a little off today.
Medicins?
Loopy. Medicins.
Siege, remember
Sorry,
for 3
Ryan.
months says Hail TNME 199. Thank you. Jay's Greasy Wiggler for
Great.
199.
It's not greasy, by the way. It's clean and shaven.
What? What?
Here's money for Jay's pet, Caranchilor. Eddie
Okay, listen. All right, hold on.
Einstein.
All right, let me just deal with this right now. On my live stream today, somebody brought up the word tarantula. I can't say it probably. That big black spider.
A tarantula.
A tarantula. And I said it, I just was reading it quickly, and it just kind of vomited out of my mouth. So now everyone's like say tarantula. See, I'm saying it correctly, everyone. I was saying it tralantula, but it was like that was obviously incorrect.
It looks like Caranchilor.
I think we should all apologize to Jay because a medicant is a medicinal substance.
Oh my god!
So medicant is true. He took medicants. That's totally
I just
fine.
want somebody send
It
me
was grammatically correct. So Jay has a better vocabulary than all of us at this
Somebody
point.
send me a hamburger, please.
Rare 247 for 5. Beardo's an Olympian god. He was never more godly than last night when he was wearing that handsome shirt that only accentuated said godliness.
Thank you,
Mr. Peckerwood.
I agree.
For 3 months. Jay looks like a baller pimp in his thumbnail picture on the TNME main splash
What
page.
the freak? Hold on. Why can't y'all put like a good picture of me on there? Yeah, who made? Never mind. You always put the worst picture of me on the thumbnail.
It's Krista that does it, not me.
Aren't you in charge?
Yes, and when she does it, I give her a raise every time.
Here's money for another fish.
Rare 247.
Is her fish
Becomes
still
a channel
alive?
member.
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh, I don't know.
I've been feeding it.
Okay.
Okay, good.
I
I forgot
let's see,
about
read
that.
that one. Mr. Peckerwood for 2. Did Rippa hear that Pee Wee Herman died?
What?
What?
He left-
What?
I mean,
Give me back my son!
I would give Rippa an excuse on that. It was only like 2 days.
Somebody please send me that clip of him doing that. What? Just so I could put that on here.
What?
It's from a Mario Kart, I think. Gary's Beard Crabs for 2. Hey, Jay, what are those big hairy spiders called?
Ah, yeah. I think I went through that already.
Tarantello?
I don't know.
Tarantula.
Did we get this for a $50 from Thunderstrike earlier?
Mhm.
I'm
You
excited
can
to
read it
say
again.
my
Yes.
capstone.
Yep.
We did that, okay.
Yeah.
Dr. Outstanding IF for 20. I made an MCU and DC joke in couples therapy accidentally. Lady said, come up with a word or phrase when things get heated. I said, sun's getting real low. They both asked what I meant and said, you wouldn't get it. 199.
That's pretty damn funny.
Linko Kenobi for 10. Hey, Jeremy, I saw your Cobra Cast just now. I saw your pick of Trump in Twitter. Next, get a pick of Trump riding the same time running over DeSantis. LOL. Trump 24 199 Cobra.
Hell yes. Let's go. I also posted another real image of Donald Trump. You cannot dispute these things. This is a real picture of Donald Trump. Have it confirmed right there. So there's no Photoshop from what I understand. That's 100% real and factual. So there you go. There you go. So Trump 2024.
Wolf the Iron Lord for 100 ARS Argentinian. Don't know what the fuck that is. First, sorry for this worthless currency. Good thing I didn't know then. Second, Feminist Frequency is gone. Anita closed her grief. One step closer to women having women-shaped faces in the West. Yeah. Andrew CR for 25,000. Ryan had a nuclear take. Take my fake money.
There we go.
Oh, when I bitched out Japan earlier. Yeah.
Jay.
They're not all black. Yeah, they are.
Yeah, there's
No,
no
all
orange
black.
ones.
There's some like red
there's
ones.
like
and
orange
there's a
ones.
bunch
There's
of
different
brands.
colors.
Or
They're
there's
usually
like-
brown, actually.
There's even blue
I've
ones
never
too.
seen one that's not black.
Yeah,
All
there's
right,
blue.
I've never
Yeah,
seen
you're
one.
right. There's blue ones, and
blue.
they're
Yeah.
usually brown, actually.
I've never seen
Yeah.
a tarantula.
Well,
in real
sorry, I didn't know what the tarantulas.
They feel
Color
really weird when they like crawl on you because they've got like their little.
Have you ever seen
Whatever-
a tarantula molt?
Yeah, I know it's weird. It's like it just, it's like a
it's
spider just sheds itself. It's like another
nightmare
tarantula
fuel.
is created. Yeah,
Nightmare.
Fuck?
crazy.
Why do you guys touching them and looking at them and shit?
Yeah, that's
I mean,
odd.
I didn't
watched,
I didn't
like,
touch
the-
it while I was molting. I watched the
Watch
Discovery
like
Channel, man.
yeah, Discovery
Yeah.
Channel or Animal Planet or something like
Yeah.
that.
I was on
Fucking
Animal
gay.
Planet.
Like an animal. Taters Vivo for 20. I have funny. Why did Ryan sign up for the marathon? Well, it's always been on his bucket list to finish an entire race. I'm going to hell.
Wow.
Also, Beardo pours sugar into his Diet Coke and crushes crickets between his toes.
I don't drink soda. Thank you.
Clifton 3D, member for 19 months. I think we should bring the feet into
Yeah,
this
sit
stream.
around.
Go Bree.
Say that one more time, Ryan.
I think we should bring the feet into the stream. Go Bree.
No, I don't think. I mean, I don't think Ryan could control himself if we have to show
Some
that
people
feet.
have those things as pets, man. There's a video floating around Twitter with this poor little kid from kindergarten. Some lady from the zoo shows up and has one of these spiders in a little jar and was like, "Here, Billy, why don't you hold it?" It spills all over his lap, and he's gonna be in therapy the rest of his life. Now, if he was a real man, he would have smashed that spider as soon as it hit his leg.
He was a little kid though. Like that was
Whoa.
That would be
Ryan,
robot voice.
Ryan.
Robot.
Ryan, you
Ryan's
totally
dying.
just
I think
died.
How about now?
No.
still.
You gotta leave and come back. Jay, have you ever seen a spoon not on a chest too?
Wait, what?
Because he's like, all tarantulas are black. I've never seen one that's not black. It's like the majority of them are not black. They're brown.
Man, I was in when I was in El Salvador, and we were on the construction site, and we went back to our room, and as soon as we laid down, there was one literally like right above my head. I was like froze for 5 minutes. I was like, someone's got to kill that thing. My friend that was over on the other side freaking threw a shoe, completely missed it. Those things move freaking fast, faster than you realize. It took off like we never saw it again. That's all I got. But yeah, I'm just saying that was the first time in my life I saw a real one. Holy crap. It's freaking scary.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of spiders. While we're waiting for Ryan to get
Shoot
back,
their hairs out. That's like the bad thing about them.
I did want to show this. This is an awesome video if you have not seen it. If fucking Twitter, of course.
It's
Come on,
X. Come
Twitter.
on.
It's X. Yeah.
X.
Come on, Twitter.
Get with it.
Oh my
Oh,
fuck. Really?
leave it small.
Oh my god. All right, just leave it here. Come on, Twitter. Oh my god.
Fuck!
Twitter is garbage. I'm just gonna download the fucking video. How about that?
There you
There you
go.
go.
Jesus.
I'm
How
gonna knock out
ridiculous.
some super chats.
What are we doing? What are we doing, Twitter?
What are we doing?
Give me back my son.
Back my
Give me
son.
back my son. Did we get Mr. Peckerwood's $2?
Well, I mean, I
Mr.
don't know.
Peckerwood for $2 says, "Here's for Jay's Medicus." Gregory Leiber for $2. It's actually Edward Einstein.
Ah,
Thank you.
Okay.
Chris Benoit for $5.
Oh boy. Oh no.
Hi, Jay.
Oh,
The way
God.
you're talking makes me think you might have a concussion. I know something about that. Don't babysit any kids tonight, okay?
Thanks for the advice, Chris Benoit.
Thanks, Chris. Ryan
I would be
McDuck
pretty
for
careful-
$2.
I'd be pretty careful about talking to Chris that way.
Yeah.
Dead. He's not with us anymore. That's some ghost.
No, he just chatted $5.
Yeah.
Thanks for the 5.
Chris Benoit. Ryan McDuck for $2. Jay, are you
Oh my
okay,
God.
man?
I'm okay.
Clandestine. Clandestine. That's a hell of a name.
Clandestine.
Maybe. For 6 months. How do we end up in the Edward Einstein Bear universe? Welcome
Jay.
to the 199.
All right, let me try this one.
Do it on YouTube, yeah.
Look at Ripper.
Yeah. It's a really nice
Oh,
big
this is a
warehouse.
drone. They used a drone here. This is a drone one shot.
What were y'all saying?
Oh, this is a drone shot.
I said that's
Yeah,
a
this
really
is
nice
awesome.
big warehouse.
Yeah, it's a fake warehouse, everybody.
Oh, I want to know what drone company he got to do this for him. This was good.
Say that again.
No, I want to know what drone company did this for him. They did a pretty good job.
Is that Jed?
No.
It wasn't Jed.
Oh, he
Hey, he did-
pointed.
he did the
That was
point.
good.
He did
that, was
that.
good. That was a good pilot. That was a pretty good pilot
nice.
there. Nice job.
That's good. That's
There you
good.
go.
So, shout out to Young Ripper. Rippaverse crushing it.
That's it. We're gonna
So
have to do one of
awesome.
those. We're gonna have to do those at one of those at GNG HQ.
Yes,
Jeremy. We're
yes,
gonna-
let's do
we
it.
have to bring
I
out
think-
the drone. And
yes.
do that.
You know what? Let's do it. Can we do it
Let's
this
do it.
weekend?
Yeah, we can do that.
Let's
Yeah,
do it.
We got
Here
to
we
go.
go.
Plan it out.
House. But Chris is coming back, so we'll.
Yeah, we'll plan it out because
Krista.
I want to plan it out
Get
in
to
such
work.
a way that you have multiple people in the scene twice. So like you guys show up like you could have like you and Jeremy like arguing in the kitchen, but then when the drone leaves, you guys go upstairs and act like you're streaming at the same time and make it look like you're doing multiple things at once.
I like it. I like
one
it.
thing. So
that'd be
we can
cool.
do one take. We'll figure it out.
Cool.
And yes, Chris DeNova will return. She returns tonight, everybody.
Tonight.
Chris is back. So
let's go.
Speaking of females, beautiful females being back, Ryan's here. So
hello. Nice. All right.
Yes.
All right.
Ryan's the prettiest of them all. They wanted to know earlier, and I meant to do this to you. I meant to call you out on it the stream. They were like, "Is Ryan using a beauty filter?"
Bro, I saw that chat on Daily too. No, I'm not using a beauty filter. This is just how fucking pretty I am. Like, I don't do anything. I don't have a fucking filter. My skin is just perfect. I don't know what to fucking tell you guys. Hey, what am I supposed to do?
Oh man. All right.
Yeah,
So,
I get an ugly filter so I look like everybody else. What do you want me to do? I don't know.
Everybody else?
I look like everybody else.
It's something different about me. People like legit. People fucking say this all the time. They're like, Ryan, do you have a beauty filter? Ryan, are you wearing makeup? That's what they fucking say to me. And
your
like,
cheeks are rosy. That's why. That's all.
they are.
Yeah, it's like you've never seen a fucking like white person that might have some Irish heritage.
It's
before.
just called using
like,
a
holy
webcam.
Shit, you
like
racist
webcams make you look
fucks.
soft. Like
Come
that's
on.
what it is.
Ryan uses Dove.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. That trans fat. No, they weren't black. That trans fat gaming person reminded me of that
to go
Dove.
there.
Well, I've been making tweets about Lizzo today, so I got confused. So.
Oh man.
I've been tweeting a lot just from Mark Hamill today. Fuck Mark Hamill, piece of shit. Again, one of the worst human beings on the planet, in my opinion, and have zero respect for him. Again, we have over 100 new members just during this stream. I don't have the exact count because for some reason it didn't calculate the ones in the beginning. I'm pretty sure we're about 130 is where we're at, though. 130 new members tonight. Look at you guys. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it, as always. There will be a Fortnite stream tonight. It will be a little bit later, though. I don't know exactly what time. We're going to end this one here in about an hour. But there will be a Fortnite stream later tonight. I don't know what time yet, but we'll put the link up as soon as we have an exact time.
Cool.
All right, Mr. Peckerwood for 2 for Jay's Medicus.
Thank you. We're down at Clown for 5 with a K.
So we already got Chris Benoit's?
Yep.
Yeah.
Damn it. All right, Clown for 5. Jay need to stop going through those snow parties with Hunter Biden. Just plain hope feel better. All right. Just plain hope feel better soon. People that don't use any type of punctuation or fucking anything in a goddamn sentence, how are you supposed to read that shit?
Come on, wake up.
That was for you, Ryan, when you left.
What? There's some fucking Japanese attack, a sneak attack from Japan while I was gone. Pretty right in fucking line with their history.
Pearl Harbor too.
Going to war with Japan, man. It's not even like, it's only like a 94% like ratio or something on that video, but it's pissing me off because people are upset for no reason.
I don't know how the Japanese get off on the fact that they bombed us first and that we're making memes about the fact that we won. Like, it's totally, 9/11 doesn't even fit.
It's not like people are sitting there laughing at your dead end. That's not what it is.
No, they're laughing at the Barbenheimer meme.
It's 2 movies that are coming out that are completely different from each other. Like for completely different audiences, all this shit. And the idea that they would both be coming out together, people mash up and made a meme. And
I'm laughing at them.
Yeah, it's like there's nothing to be like outraged about, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not Japanese, so what do I know?
Konnichiwa.
Let's see. Aaron Wolf for 5. Give me back my son.
Give him back.
Dragon Dan for 2.
That's it? No, we need more energy than that, Beardo.
Give me back my son.
There we go.
There you go.
There we
Thank
go.
you.
You guys are going to kill it.
No, it's too good. It's too good.
He'll find something else.
It's too good? You'll never get killed.
It's really good. Jay, what do you know about us like using things or overusing things? What do you know about that?
Canadian Bear.
Yeah. Oh man, it was absolutely amazing. Yeah, everybody's laughing it up.
I'm just saying. Yeah.
Man, that night was great.
I don't even remember that.
That's when you kept playing that gay song, like with Ice-T. I couldn't stop laughing at that. It was funny.
Thank you, Jay.
Dragon Dan for 2. E equals MC Durher from Edward Einstein. Thank you. Grundy Peebo for 5. Give me a
Grundy. Sorry.
Give me a comedy movie recommendations, please. I love slapstick and visual gags and have already seen Airplane, Blazing Saddles, Murder by Death, etc. I would go with Christopher Nolan's favorite movie.
Naked Gun is a good one.
Yeah, Talladega Nights. I say Step Brothers though. Step Brothers is my favorite Will Ferrell movie. Step Brothers, but Office Space is classic.
Anchorman.
Office Space. Anchorman.
Yep. 21 Jump Street.
I actually
Super
really
Troopers.
like 21 Jump Street.
Super Troopers
it's one
of my
is so
favorite comedies.
It's
Super Troopers.
Super
is
Troopers
excellent.
is great.
I forget when this was. Like, I heard like 1 second of the first note of intro music for 21 Jump Street one time as I was like in a room or walking by, and I'm like, is it 21 fucking Jump Street? And I was like, I don't know why. It just like sticks in my head. I think that shit's hilarious. Channing Tatum's second greatest role after Duke.
Yep.
Fucking get the fuck out of here, Ryan. Someone said Dodgeball. Yes, Dodgeball is great. I love Dodgeball.
Dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Yeah. So yeah, man, there's a lot, but top tier ones for me are, and I still, as much as Kevin Smith say, bitch, I love Clerks too, and I love like Dogma, Chasing Amy, all those old school back when he had balls.
Comedy from man, Tropic Thunder always gets me.
Tropic Thunder.
There's no movie that still makes me laugh. Like a lot of other ones are probably funnier the first time I watched them, but that one's the one that still makes me laugh because you're never gonna see Tom Cruise like that again. Never.
Yeah. So
well, apparently they're doing a spin-off.
Are they?
Movie where he's going to be playing Les Grossman.
I've heard those rumors for a long time.
Yeah,
I don't know
I feel like
what's
it's
going to happen.
too far away from that. But
Nah.
if there's anybody that would do that, it would be Tom Cruise.
It's true. Galaxy Quest, another good one. Yes,
Great
Jessica.
movie. Love
Galaxy Quest is
good.
legendary.
Yep.
Legendary.
Awesome.
If I was telling somebody to like watch a comedy movie, I wouldn't tell them Galaxy Quest. But
Well, no,
I
you
do
have to
really like that movie, though.
Yeah, you have to kind of be a Trek fan, at least casually, like Galaxy Quest fully.
If I had one comedy, just one comedy that I was going to suggest to someone, I would say Step Brothers. What would you guys say? One comedy, just one.
I'm going to say Naked Gun.
Yeah, I think for me it might be Airplane. One
Dumb
of
and
the Airplane
Dumber.
movies.
I don't know. One movie, just one comedy.
One movie.
Just one comedy that you could recommend. Steph, what do you think?
The Hangover, maybe. Hangover.
That's a good one.
The original one's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Dumb and Dumber. Yeah.
Dumb and Dumber's
Dumb and
awesome.
Dumber's good.
Yeah.
Oh, Spaceballs. How can you have Spaceballs? Gotta be up there, too.
Spaceballs. Yeah.
Spaceballs and Airplane are my two.
Yeah.
All right.
You guys
let's
seen
keep going.
Grandma's Boy? That's like a
Oh yeah.
Oh my God,
I can't
love
stop
Grandma's
coming.
Boy.
Yep.
Yep.
That's
didn't
such
do
a-
well in the
Blazing
box
Saddles. Yep,
office.
another great one.
Lord
Gary
Plagueis
says Blazing
for-
Saddles. Yeah, Gary said Blazing Saddles
Yeah.
in the chat.
Lord Plagueis for 20 gift memberships. I don't know if we got those earlier. Thank you so much, Lord Plagueis.
Yes.
Greedo Gaming member for 5 months. How many of you besides Jeremy have seen that Gorlock interview? That was so funny. Literally had me in tears. Good old Neon. I saw parts of it. I'm not going to sit down and watch that whole thing.
Bro, Neon's my favorite person on the internet. He really is. He's fantastic.
Oh, Hot Fuzz. Yeah, that's another one.
There are from Andrew CR. There are reports that Edward Einstein was high on the set of Barbie because of his medicines.
All that in one sentence.
Crunchy Beaver for $10. Holy crap! Less than 2 minutes in, Jay is medicinated, and Ryan declares war on butthurt Japan. Let's go. That's right. It didn't say Japan, but Slayer 96 for 2. I will make Goody Bud movie when I get back home. Thank you for the update, Slayer96.
Thank you.
Celluloid Dream for 2. Ryan is gay. Have a nice day. Ole, ole, ole. Thank you. Objectively a cat member for 6 months. The day that Anita Sarkeesian appeared before the UN was the day I lost what little respect I had left for the UN. Hey. Dr. Outstanding in field, or Dr. Outstanding IF now for 20. Beardo, what's your regular beard care routine and products? I'm growing mine out after retiring from the Army. Haven't gone over 2 weeks of shaving in 20 years. I might have Beardo beard and Dan Vaz hair.
There you go. Use beard oil every day after the shower. And I don't know, good beard wash without any sulfates in it. So beard wash maybe like 2 or 3 times a week. And I have to blow dry my beard just because I have naturally curly hair. So that's about it.
I'll play a couple of seconds from this.
What time do you wake up? What do you do? As soon as you wake up?
I'm usually up like about no later than 9:30.
Oh my god.
Be off work.
Oh, what do you do for a living?
Oh wait. Huh?
What do you do for work?
I'm not saying that on here. If you know my TikTok, it's pretty easy to figure out.
I'm just saying.
I'm pretty sure you're
I think I would actually fuck you. I'm so down bad. I would literally fuck you on God.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
No, I'm not. Like I could like imagine my dick here. So, oh God, like I don't
All right. Now listen, you're a virgin, Sam, right?
Yeah, of course.
All right, Allie. Be honest. Would you take this guy's virginity?
What a fucking like chin is like wobbling. What's wrong with you?
I can't hear that good.
Stop, Leon. Stop. What do you do when you wake up? The first thing you do when you wake up.
Dress up like a woman.
All right, Sneeko, let her talk. I know.
Do you have the chair on the stairs that goes?
All right, let her talk, bro. Go ahead.
Can I talk now?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
You put glitter on that chair?
Bro, Sneeko!
Okay.
Let her talk, bro.
No, they want attention. Let them have it.
All right, that's all I'm gonna play. You can find it. Just type Hayden Ross, Sneeko's biggest hater. Shit has me in tears, bro. I love those guys. Fucking watch them all day long.
Oh, man.
Holy shit.
JN the Elite fan for 5 on Rumble. I don't know what game this is referencing to or what we talked about. Wait a minute. If the game had a 17-year-old in it doing something like that, wouldn't it mean everyone had bought it as CP and Microsoft's the publisher of that? Uh-oh. What is that talking about?
Jay brought up this game that only Jay.
Yeah.
Apparently had underage chicks in it.
Good job, Jay.
Boy, Jay. No idea.
Naggardnall for 5. Finally got my G&G flag hoodie yesterday. Don't know what took so long, but I lost all hope of getting it. So glad it showed up. 199 represent.
I'm glad you got it, man. Sorry it took so long.
I'm still waiting for my Chattanooga Lookout shirt to come in. Vertical Horizons member for 4 months. Jay is my Einstein.
Thank you.
Eduardo Cuevas for 199. Did everyone see the picture of Lizzo Ryan posted? I did.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, those knees were screaming for help.
I'm gonna be honest, man.
On her body was her skin.
The only thing I know about Lizzo is that this is a fat, disgusting piece of shit. I don't know like what she's famous for. I don't know what she does.
Yeah, she's a singer.
Apparently, she was in what was she in? Mandalorian season 3.
She was in the Mandalorian, but that's because she's famous.
No. I know that like that, but yeah, I know nothing about her. I couldn't name a song.
What she's more famous for is being their fat queen.
Yeah,
it's so fucking crazy.
She's popular because she's fat.
I mean, the only good thing, the only solace we have is if shit ever hits the fan, she's not gonna be able to get very far. That's for sure.
At least we know she's not gonna live long. Her heart's gonna give out.
She's not gonna. She's not gonna last too long. So
yeah,
that's not competition.
But yeah, apparently there's a story. Like a story got around today that there's sexual harassment allegations against her for making her backup dancers eat bananas out of strippers' vaginas in Amsterdam, and also that she was fat shaming her backup dancers. Which I posted on Twitter this nasty, disgusting picture of her and said, imagine this fat, disgusting cow, like weight shaming anyone who weighs less than a pickup truck. Like, how fat do you got to be for her to fat shame?
I mean, I would almost love to be in that opportunity just to turn it around to her and have that chance to like call her a fat fuck. I feel like that would be pretty satisfying.
And then somebody who's totally good with having Africans call for white farmers to be murdered said that I was an evil post that I had. How terrible. So I had to correct myself there.
Oh, man.
Lord Plagueis for 3 months. The late, great Patrick Henry once said, give me feet or give me death.
We're not starting that one up here. Not going to do it.
Darian Murphy.
There's plenty of other places you can go to for that content.
That's a Cobra Cast. We're not going to do brief feet super chat fights here. Would never do that. I have too much respect for Geeks and Gamers to do that. This is a very respectable YouTube channel with respectable people.
Darian Murphy for 5. Different opinion on Barbie are mostly spoken about in generalities. Would love to see Ryan and Gary debate on a point-by-point basis, more specifically. I've pointed out a lot of shit and explained a lot about the movie over the course of the last 2 weeks, despite however many of you in the chat who haven't seen it disagree with me. So I don't know. I don't know who wants to fucking see that, to be honest. Project Egg Roll for 10.
Egg Roll!
Anita Sarkeesian was probably super pissed off that Tifa was named the Italian Senate spokesperson. Probably. Marcus Henry for 5. Brett looks just like Ben Shapiro. Beardo go back to Melody.
I mean, look, you could, okay. Does that say more about, okay, you can accept that, you can think that she's attractive, but she still looks like Ben Shapiro. But does that mean more about her or about Ben Shapiro?
Ben.
I don't think they look alike at all.
I mean, I think they look. As soon as I saw her, I thought she was Ben Shapiro's sister. As soon as I saw her, I thought she was Ben Shapiro's sister.
I don't think they look alike.
Yeah, they do. They do.
I need Brett Cooper to stand outside a Home Depot with a fucking plank of wood and a plastic bag to make a comparison.
I'm gonna keep harping on this so that when you dudes go to your bedrooms to do your things tonight, now instead of thinking Brett Cooper, you're gonna think of Ben Shapiro, and guess what? You're gonna be fucking gay for doing it. That's what it's for. That's
Unless you're laying in your Helix mattress, then you'll sleep just great. The Lost Tales for 5. Gorlock's head looks like a thumb suffering from a bee sting. Coach sipping Jamba Juice out of a straw for 2. Brett Cooper looks exactly like Ben Shapiro. Let's see. The Lost Tales for 5. Gorlock looks like melted ice cream Jay forgot about.
Like there was one point where she like flipped around or whatever the fuck that thing is. It's a dude, right? Like I don't know what the fuck it is. It's a dude. There's one point where he like takes the camera and like does the front facing. You know how every time you do that front facing, it makes the perspective look bad. And when Gorlock did that, Sneeko just went, "You look like this."
They just paid her money to shit on her.
Yes. Yes. It's like $2,500. That's what Aiden had to send it.
What's Jay's fee for this stream?
Yeah. Hey.
He has to pay us.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to find Brett Cooper. Let's see. I'm trying to find
There's
this
photos out there that are side by sides.
Yeah. I'm trying to find it.
We met Brett in Nashville a year and a half ago. She is really pretty.
She was really nice.
I'm not going to shit on Brett.
She was really nice too.
Yeah,
she was super cool.
Let's see. The Lost Tales for 5. I said that. Wolf the Iron Lord for Argentinian 100. Isn't Brett Cooper the one that had pharma and insurance companies are evil? Then her ad break was literally a farmer insurance company. I don't think
she controls her ads though. I'd be surprised if she did.
Yeah.
YouTube me for 5. I would prefer that people think about Oppenheimer and watch the far superior movie Fat Man and a Little Boy.
Those were the names of the bombs.
Yeah. VW Taz for 10. Shoes video is funny with a twist at the end. Made me laugh. I'll check it out at some point. I just haven't really got around to it.
I like Shoe on Head.
Hayden for 10. Jeremy, you said that about Idiocracy. Marcus Henry for 2. Rolos are weird and Rolo lost money. Dr. Outstanding in Field for 199. Jay, do you think Barbie will have good legs?
Yes.
No White for 5. Geode, the vessel named the vessel. Why are we eating cat food? Yeah, the writers. The Hidden Bee for 5. As someone who has Peacock, their biggest problem is all their original content is junk. Yeah, exactly. Like Peacock has the things that people want, like The Office and Parks and Rec, but what are they fucking putting out on this original? I don't know. No idea. I don't know a fucking single thing that comes out on there that doesn't come out on like just NBC or something. Tearing the Black for 5. Peacock's about to get 10 Big Ten games. Premier League is helping Peacock out a lot. They're not getting helped out. I'm just telling you, they're losing $3 billion this year on Peacock.
Yeah. It doesn't mean that they're not going to try to do something about it, but
yeah, they're losing money in a big way. The only people that are losing more money than them, probably is probably Disney Plus. We have no idea in terms of Amazon, but Amazon has all the money in the world to burn. Mike Hill for 5. Would Disney stop selling physical copies of the movies in Australia and New Zealand? Do you think they'll do that here as well? Probably eventually. When, I don't know if it's going to be next week or anything like that, but in a couple years, it seems like that's what everyone's trying to move to, which is bullshit. Captain Pop, remember for 2 months, saying Brett looks like Ben is saying is saying Isla Fisher looks like Ronald McDonald because they're both white and have red hair. Brett is hot. I stand with Beardo, even though he's bad at Fortnite. When you put their faces side by side, there's very similar facial features for Ben.
I mean, they look like brother and sister. I'm not saying that you can have your opinion.
So does Abigail Shapiro and Ben Shapiro.
Yeah,
and she's like an internet legend.
So.
Yeah, I think it's a meme to it.
I'm only making a statement. You can choose to take it however you want.
I think Brett Cooper is an attractive girl.
Yeah, she's hot.
But Beardo is bad at Fortnite.
How many times have you like let's say that they were brother and sister? How many times have you seen a brother and sister that they look alike, but the sister's hot?
I didn't say anything. I just said they look alike.
Like
so you're
all
gonna
the
think of Ben
time.
Shapiro every time you look at her.
Rolo's still better than Beardo at Fortnite, though. That is a fact.
Just because you want to
out of here.
Yeah,
he's good. He's really good. So am I.
Just because you want to fuck Cersei Lannister doesn't mean you want to fuck Jamie. Right?
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Take it however you want it. If it makes you feel awkward that I pointed it out, then that's a problem with you, not a problem with me.
Dr. Outstanding IF for 2. Gary's my favorite gamer ever. Nerdrotic to 1 million.
Gary could be the biggest gamer in our whole little world if he just focused on gaming.
That's true. Gets bigger views. Hey, it's me in HD for 199. First super ever to say Beardo is wrong. 360 all day.
I'm quietly thinking about
I love that avatar. It's from Airplane.
That's from Airplane.
Yeah, from Airplane.
I'm cooking one up. I'm cooking one up right now.
Oh man, that was good. Oh damn, I didn't mean to hide that. You go back. I don't know what you had. Something else is highlighted. I didn't highlight that. Did you, Ryan?
I didn't do anything.
Oh, well, it might have been an accident. Sorry, I don't know. I didn't know what it was.
I was on a different tab. Aiken for 24 months. Copium, Jeremy. Numbers are fat. Oh, we said that. Captain Haruno, member for 3 months. Yo, boss. Angry. Dead channel. Latino. Girl. And beard. Hope all of you are well. Also, with Halo dead for a decade and God willing killing it, PS wins. Halo
My channel's not that dead.
It's kind of dead.
Yeah. Well,
I forgot to mention you were going live today. Did you get mad at me for that?
when you don't upload in a month, it's pretty rough when you.
What about when you were uploading every day and you were still saying it was dead? What's the excuse?
I said that one time as a joke, and you guys ran with it. I'm doing just fine over there.
Hayden, member for 6 months. Nintendo should have started making TVs around the time Wii Sports came out. Nintendo would have dominated everything forever with that business model.
I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, Wii Sports was huge, but I don't know how sustainable it would have been for the long term. But they've definitely made their correct.
It got old for me quick.
It got kind of. I mean, it was a
shtick. Yeah,
it was a shtick. And again, I didn't really like the Wii in general. I liked some of the games on the Wii, but I didn't like the overall Wii. I hated the motion controls.
It was really innovative and it was revolutionary, like what they were doing, 100%.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
But
I hated the motion control. Like I don't like playing Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 on that system just because I hate the motion controls. I hate them.
Celluloid Dream for 199 PlayStation, more like Gay Station.
Dang.
Sweet.
Dang. They were breaking their TVs.
Yeah, because they didn't put the stupid thing on the nunchucks where the fuck those dumb things were. Blue Shell, member for 6 months. GameCube had Double Dash, the best Mario Kart game.
It is.
It is the best Mario Kart game by a mile, and it's not even close. Not even close.
Yeah, that was fun.
Marcus Henry for
we will never get a Mario Kart like that again. It will never happen.
Banger Sonic games. I mean, say what you want about the 3D Sonic games, the Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure XD or whatever. Those were fucking awesome.
Yep.
Ginger Adventure for 2. Watch Vic and Alex Stein after TNME. Need Vic on. Yeah, I think Vic Mignon is on with Alex Stein tonight, as well as Vivek, which is just, it's wild who Alex gets on the shows.
Who is that person?
Vivek?
Yeah.
He's
Vivek
number
Vivek Ramaswamy.
It's some polls he's number 2 right now to Trump for the Republican nomination.
Mm-hmm. He could be the VP. He could be the front runner for VP.
I hope not, but he could be. I hope not, but he could be.
Marcus Henry for 10. To be fair, Jeremy, Brett's honest with her show being produced. When she used to live stream, she said it all the time. Yeah, she did. She used to live stream all the time on there too. And used to take clips out of it. She also shows the production a lot on IG. I think that's why her subs skyrocketed. Or subs skyrocketed because they had the perfect blend of lives and videos and shorts and all that stuff. Well, it was really well edited.
She's crushing it, and she could very well become like one of the top Daily Wire channels over the next couple of years. She's crushing it. I personally just don't love the template. It just feels way too overly produced for me. I mean, there's a lot of shows that we watch that are produced, but it doesn't feel as overly produced as hers. Hers feels way overly produced, in my opinion. But I would like to have her subs and views and revenue.
Dragon Dan for 10. I know it's a milk topic, but could Disney get away with firing KK now by also firing Kevin Feige? Star Wars is more so critical failures, but the MCU is now more so financial failures. They're not firing Kevin Feige, and they're not publicly firing Kathleen Kennedy. So I don't really know what to say about that comment in general. I don't think they've been sitting there. Guess what? If they wanted to fucking get rid of her, they would. They got rid of Victoria Alonso. Fucking snap of a finger. Done. Gone. They haven't. Right. So I just don't think that it's something that they're like, man, if we could just fire this person to do that, she's going to play out her contract. And she's probably going to be gone. Like, that's what I think. I'm not sure though.
It's pretty damn close.
It's the eyebrows. It's the eyebrows, man.
No,
it's
just the facial expression. They just have an open mouth.
Yeah, the fact that their face is the same. I agree.
The fact that their face. I mean, again, you could say, okay, you could take it that Ben Shapiro is feminine looking if you want to. I mean, if that makes you feel more comfortable.
That's definitely the route I would go because
so if that makes you feel more comfortable, then that works. So. But they look like they're related. Like, come on, be honest here.
Doesn't change the fact that she's hot.
She is. She's attractive for sure.
No,
it just freaks me out because she looks like Ben Shapiro. So I'm like, I don't know. It's like Ben Shapiro with a wig. I don't know. It freaks me out.
No white for 2. We said that. Rest of the cripple for 5. Hayden is wrong. The porn industry chose Blu-ray. That's why it won over HD DVD. I have also heard that before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of people watch porn. Beardo left. Probably to go think about Brett or Ben. Celluloid Dream for 199. Halo, more like Galo. P.S. Trizzle for life.
I mean, the way that Paramount took it and made Master Cheeks.
Where the hell did he go? He's supposed to be running our fucking kick stream. What the hell happened?
Did he really leave?
He died.
Let me see what's going on. Oh no. He's dead.
Yeah, dead. All right. Goth Dimension for 199. What upcoming game releases you guys excited? I don't know.
Starfield, but
I gotta go see what's going on.
I'm a
the next Madden game.
Yeah.
I'm not really. I don't have anything with radar. I haven't played video games in a while.
So
on PC, nothing. On Xbox, Starfield. Well, I guess I'll play Starfield on PC. Let's be honest. And on PlayStation, Spider-Man. I guess that's about it.
I am looking forward to Spider-Man, I guess.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Chris B. Did you have anything, Jay? Cat Simulator 2 or anything?
No.
Okay. Chris B for 5. Halo is for console normie. Crossplay was kept away so long. We from PC FPS dunked on you pleb controller users and Quake on Dreamcast get wrecked.
Well, definitely. Like when it comes to high-speed Twitch shooters, you're gonna win on console. I mean, on PC, and that's where those games are meant to be played. Console is always going to be. You're gonna have a crutch. You're gonna have auto aim and things like that. But I mean, there's no doubt that Halo changed the game for console first-person shooters.
Steven Wasick, we said Nightfire. Aiken for $7.99. Finally, Nerd Talk. Love it. It all started with Pong for me, then Atari, Commodore 64, Sega. Let's see. The PS 1 through 5. My friends had Xbox, Nintendo. It was great.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Objectively, a cat for 2. Beardo's going full Grace Randolph again. Let's see. I don't know if you guys read this. This was a 50 about the console stuff.
Who was it from?
It was from A. Marcellus.
Yes.
Okay. EF for 10. Barbie, Sound of Oppenheimer. Barbie flies around in a pink plane created by Oppenheimer, dropping a superpowered Tim Ballard, who explodes like a nuke on traffickers. Exploding on traffickers sounds weird, but Cellular Dream 199. Beardo, stop dick riding PlayStation.
Hey, nothing wrong with PlayStation.
I like PlayStation.
Stephen
Stephen Wasick
Mock for 50 says, Jeremy, I sent you some more codes I think you would like. I hope you're ready for the most America game has. I think that's what he meant.
Has America?
Most America game.
Probably
that
American
has
game
America.
is ever American.
Yeah. So I did get it. I got the message, Tomac. I appreciate it, man. I'm looking forward to it. So thank you so much, buddy. Good stuff.
Stephen Wasick for 20. PlayStation had Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, Gran Turismo, Ratchet and Clank. But I play sports from every generation and old games or ports from every generation and old games like Sonic Adventure 2 on my 1X as well as Game Pass. Loved my GameCube. As far as TNA goes, DOA volleyball, anyone.
Dead or Alive volleyball. Dead or
Alive volleyball, anyone. There's so many freaking like anyone. I think it was just anyone, not anyone. But,
no, he meant like because we were talking about like cleavage and stuff, and Dead or Alive had a lot of that. Hayden says everybody forgets about Armored 6 coming out. I didn't play the Armored Core games. Armored Core 6 looks fucking
It looks awesome. It looks really really good.
So good.
Yes, it does look awesome.
And I've never played the Armored Core game. So Armored Core 5 came out in 2012. FromSoft has the experience of several massive games going into AC probably. It's going to rock. I can feel it. Yeah, Armored Core 6 looks fucking awesome. I will probably get into it when it comes out because I've seen gameplay of it and it looks great.
It's Ryan McDuck for 5. Jay, you need to eat fish. I hear it's brain food. If you don't now, what's that mean? It's food for your brain, man.
Thank you. Yeah, I like tuna. What's so funny?
Nothing.
He said he fished. I said I like tuna. What the heck?
I like turtles.
I didn't say it like that.
War Machine for 5 gift memberships. Thank you, War Machine. Green.
What am I missing here? Why is everybody like? What the
It's just the way you say.
I think it's just a delayed reaction to what you say. Sometimes we have to figure out whether you're being serious or not.
Listen,
so that's why there's a delay.
I know how Ryan hates doing this, right? So I'm like, the last thing I want to do is interrupt.
Yeah.
So like, as soon as he asked me a question, I just try to get 3 words in and I'm out, you know? So I did. I had tuna yesterday. It was good. Put some mayonnaise, some pepper, onions, pickles. I think I had mushrooms in there too. Yeah. Put it in a pocket. I'm good to go.
Oh my gosh, man.
Greedo Gaming for 199. Edward Einstein and Esophagus. J 2023.
Yeah.
Whew. God, funny
The
as hell,
chat
man.
for 2 says esophagus. Be careful. This is what it says. Like esophagus. The chat for 2 says turtleantula.
Yeah, I messed that word up.
Predator Magnus for
brutal.
2. Remember that Jay was a teacher in the South.
I was a great teacher, and they were going to pay me a bonus to stay. So
Hey, there's
just
openings
FYI.
at LeBron James School.
Yeah. Yeah.
Matthew Rives for 5. You can always count on Jay for a laugh, no matter what happens in your life. God bless you, Jay.
Wow.
To be fair, I think
My life's
the
pretty
tone,
good.
I feel like the tone I put on it wasn't necessarily what was intended.
yes, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was out playing golf with Ryan the other day, man. Life was good. He was sick, but
I was sick, and it probably got you sick, and I was also hot as fuck. God,
yeah.
I was dying. One Face Mini Names 199. Member for 3 months says, when did Pee Wee Herman leave Hollywood? Yesterday.
Yes, yeah.
But apparently he'd been moving out for about 6 years,
Yeah.
according to reports. David Nelson for 5 bought a PS4 for every room because it could stream movies from my PC.
Yep.
Okay. Malik Gurley for 2. Not all tarantulas are black. Jay, do better.
I'm learning.
All right. We've got an We've got an update. Beardo's back.
Oh, he's back.
I'm back.
How you doing,
Nice.
buddy? Everything happened. Everything happened like you wanted it to happen.
I'm doing good. Definitely did not need to take a hot caca break.
Okay.
That wasn't the reason.
I'm gonna play because Hayden sent a super chat about it, and he's right. Let me take a look at some of this Armored Core 6 gameplay. So, have you played these games before, Rolo? Is Rolo
I've
even
never
here?
played Armored Core.
Okay, this looks
No, but it
so
looks good.
dude.
I've seen some of the gameplay for this. Looks cool.
And of course, it's gonna fucking freeze up as soon as I start sharing.
It reminds me
fucking
of
screen.
God, what was that game? Can't remember. It was another one that the mech sections of Nier Automata.
Yeah, I literally there we go.
Or Nier Automata, however you want to say it.
Yeah, of course.
Hate
It's
how
not...
you said it the first time,
Yeah.
but it wasn't like your pronunciation.
it
It was your
lagging?
enunciation.
I've just heard it
Jesus
said
fucking
like that
Christ.
before. I would say Automata, but I've heard.
Wow,
it
this
named
game looks
Automata.
like shit.
Well, fuck you. I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna put it in the private chat. Maybe somebody else can fucking play it since this won't fucking play for me. God damn it, pisses me off.
Brock for
check
5
Twitter
gift memberships. Thank you, Brock. The Beast for 2. Jay lit as fuck, sipping on some sizzip. sip. Captain Haruno for 2. Jay and Jeremy got a fuse to make the orange chilla.
Orange
Orangiganton and Turlantula.
Yes.
All right, here we go. Here we go. I got it fucking playing now. Fucking bullshit. All right, here we go. So, of course, as soon as I share, what the fuck?
No, it's good.
All right. Anyway, so I love games with mechs, and I love the perspective of this, and it has a sense of scale that is really. I've got the audio turned off because it's got this guy kind of commentating over it. But again, I've never played any of the Armored Core games. This is from FromSoft, so it's obviously it's got a massive following. But if you just look at the mechanics, this looks fucking cool, man. This looks really good. So for someone that's never played it, if anybody in the audience has played these games before, would this be something I would need to want to play like other games? Oh, look at that. That was badass melee there. Would I need to play the other games to understand it? What's the multiplayer like? I would like to know those questions, but I think this looks super cool, man. So what do you, Rolo, from what you know about it, do you think it's something I can jump right into?
I mean, it looks good. I've heard a lot of good things about it, especially Armored Core 6 and how they've kind of modernized things. So if you're a fan, I don't know if it'll be on the level of the Dark Souls kind of franchise, but if you're a fan of kind of that mecha and combat, things like that, it looks a lot like Nier to me, which looks pretty awesome, which I'm looking forward to, and a lot of other like shooters that I played, like Strike Suit Infinity, things like that with kind of mech outfits. So it looks pretty good. I think it'll definitely be something I want to try out.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely think it looks awesome. So yeah, maybe you'll see some of that in the I don't know what the release date for Armored Core is. Armored Core games are amazing. You can jump in. There's lore, but you don't need it, says Hayden. So there we go. Hell yeah, man. You don't need to play the other games to play the new Armored Core.
That's usually how that's usually how a lot of Japanese games are.
Yeah. So yeah, man, this looks awesome though. So hopefully, and I was just looking into it just the other day actually, and I was like, oh, this looks really cool. So we'll see.
Sweet. Warren Smith for 10. Jay, have you ever seen a spoon not on a chest too?
Yeah, we read that one already. And Joe just dropped 10 gifted. Thank you.
Hey.
Who?
Who?
Who did?
What was his name?
Brock.
Sorry.
Joe.
Said Joe.
I was like, wait, my wife dropped 50.
I saw.
I was like, she didn't tell me she's going to drop 50.
I was looking at something in the chat. Brock dropped 10 subs.
I'm gonna go take another hot caca.
Yeah, it's been a rough day, man.
We did it, Joe.
I'm done for the rest of the show.
DR
I'm so sorry,
outstanding.
Brock. My bad, Brian.
DR outstanding IF for 5. Jay, don't shut up and take my money. I'm literally laugh crying at a patio bar listening to this. Jay, please say. I think he'll be able to say this. Let me put it in the private chat real quick.
Brock Joe Obama.
Fucking copy.
GR.
That's the
GR 12.
Stop.
God damn it, Jay.
Oh, no.
That's what he put in the private chat.
Yeah, try that one.
I'm not gonna say that word.
Pterodactyl.
Pterodactyl. Come on, Jay.
I almost said pterodactyl.
You never heard of dinosaurs? Scaly moose for 5.
Pirates are my specialty.
Finally caught alive. Jay, my 4-year-old, loves Achromatic Chronicles Blue. I'm hyped for ISOM 2, so thanks to y'all for the entertainment.
Thank you so much. I hope you guys are ready for part 2. It comes out early next year. It's almost done.
Captain Haruno for 2. Tarantulas ain't black unless they vote for Biden. Mike Hill for 10. Good.
Oh, just Jay. It's like, why did you say Joe? I still don't understand.
That's like when he called me Kevin.
I was about to call my wife. I was like, did you just drop 50? Like,
we were
gonna
getting
give me a
ready for
heads
this
up.
long road trip, and he's like, he says something about Kevin. He calls. And
It's because I had to run inside. I think I filled up my water or something like that. And Jay's like, don't we have to wait for Kevin?
Yeah, where's Kevin?
It's like, that's not even fucking close to my name.
He has problems with names. Like, obviously, Frank Gore was public, but then he messaged me from that Friday Night Tights. It was like, what's the lawyer's name?
Robert Barnes.
Yeah. And what were you going to call him?
Thanks for outing me, man. Like, right.
You told that story before, you fuck.
I don't know what I was going to. Robert Shaw. That's
Robert
what I said.
Shaw, that's what you're going to call him, yeah.
From Jaws.
Jay, you taking any notes tonight?
What's the lawyer's name? And I wasn't listening to FNT, so I didn't know he fucked up Chris's name.
There we go.
He's taking notes. He's got Tig old
Is
bitties
that
on
a
a
stick
stick
person
figure.
with boobies?
I don't know. That looks like Tig old bitties on a stick figure to me.
I was so embarrassed about Frank Gore. I just wanted to leave. I text Ryan. I was like, I can't mess up Robert Barnes' name because he'll get mad and tweet something.
What is the lawyer's name?
Yeah, at least Chris Gore would like take it as a he'll take it on the chin, but Robert Barnes is all business, man.
Frank Gore took it on the chin too. But he just put his helmet down.
Oh God.
Frank Gore's one of like the dumbest people to ever take the Wonderlic exam in the NFL. He's like a 6 on it or something.
And he played for like 20 years.
Don't have much to lose.
Yeah.
All this
God.
J lore should be compiled into a wiki.
You guys sub to my channel, man. Like, at least get me to 75K. That'd be nice. I'll do a live stream reenacting everything.
He does all this just so he can say sub to my channel.
Oh no!
What?
You guys got to look at what Release the McCracken just posted. Just tagged us in.
Let's see here.
Replicant Patriot, member for a month. Has anyone got the chance to watch Twisted Metal? I can't believe it, but it's actually good, not woke. I haven't seen it.
I have heard that it's really good. Oh no!
What is it?
It's actually pretty good.
All right, here we go. Oh no!
Oh man, Steph is dying over there. What is going on here?
Here we go.
Friend the zombie, Jonathan, looking good. Jonathan just got an awesome face paint job. What'd you think of the movie?
I like Turtles.
All right, you're with my friend the zombie, Jonathan.
So they did
That's
this
not
is
me.
like attempted viral marketing for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They brought this fucking turtle kid and like redid the interview to try to like recap.
I like Turtles kid. See, I like Turtles.
Nothing.
Yeah. So, and then that's got Jay's.
That was Jay's face defaked on it.
That wasn't me for real.
We know.
Oh man, holy shit, that was funny.
Mike Hill for 10 in September will have another moment like Barbenheimer with the release of Saw and Paw Patrol. Everyone's calling it Saw Patrol. Go for it.
There you go.
Sophie for 2, not a filter, it's makeup. Very pretty. Thank you. Stephen Marsden for 20. Ryan is Ryan Johnson's doppelganger. Try to say doppelganger, Jay.
Doppelganger.
Impressive.
Nice.
David Nelson for 199. PS3 could stream movies from my PC. I love PS3.
PS3 was awesome.
Cole Hauser for 2.
Processor.
199. Ryan is pretty. Yo, Joe. Thanks. Sketch for $2. Is Jay being unintentionally funny a superpower?
Yes.
No.
Absolutely.
It's a medicine I'm on tonight, man.
The
Linko Kenobi for 10. Hey, guys, I'll be playing Battlefront tonight. Hope to see you guys tomorrow night. Make games great again. Give me back my son. LOL. Love you, Beardo. Peace.
Shout out.
Captain Haruna for 2. We nuked him into the anime age. Ungrateful. Yeah, they're still caught up about it. Marcus Henry for 5. Who's that Vicky-looking dude that did the pepper challenge with Beardo? Pretty weird-looking dude. Welcome.
That's Jed.
Jed.
That's Jed.
Oh no.
Vicky looking.
That's Jed.
There you go.
Poor Jed.
Sorry, Jed. Let's see. Sophie for 2. Ryan, and then puts Japanese letters. Ome wa bakades. Whatever the fuck that means.
Just
JK.
curse yourself in like Japanese or something.
Somehow I think I'll manage. Taker for 5. I love how in Barbie Land there are women collecting trash bins. That's how you know it was a fake world. Ken had a better arc than Barbie. Man, Ken had a great arc. Bruh for $5 says bruh.
Bruh.
WG for 20. Anyone who runs is a VC. Anyone who stands still is a well-disciplined VC. What's up, WG?
What's up, WG?
WG.
All right. Baltic Savage. Hold on. It was the wrong one. Baltic Savage for 100. Can't wait for Disney to go bankrupt and Netflix or Amazon to buy them. At least then there's a 50-50 chance of them making something good. If there's anybody that buys them, a lot of people think it'll be Apple. But
what about the only one that can do it and do something with it? You know what I mean? Like, first of all, they're not the only company that can afford. Like Comcast probably could afford Disney at this point, right?
No.
Really?
Do they want,
we looked, and Comcast's market cap is not like it's not outrageously bigger than Disney's or anything.
Okay.
I wonder what about Amazon though.
Amazon
could probably do it. Apple might be able to do it. I don't know if anyone else could do it without basically destroying their company.
A-
They could buy
Amazon
parts of
could do it
Disney
for sure.
Yeah, they could buy
Amazon's-
parts of it. Yeah.
Obviously, market cap is like a super rough way, and it doesn't necessarily mean, but like in terms of company valuation, let me see if I can find valuation of Amazon. Amazon company value.
I really
of course,
don't
it goes right to market cap, which isn't really a true one. But anyway, it has a $1.3 trillion market cap, and Disney market cap is somewhere in the $162 billion range.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think Amazon could do it. All right. Where are we? Golden Nuggets for 10. I'm cut out of the loop as I'm curled up in bed sick these days, but the stuff I do see is cringe as fuck. For example, casting RuPaul Drag Race star in Baldur's Gate 3, for fuck's sake. Anyway, hail guys.
Yeah, that was Golden Nuggets. Is that who that was?
Mhm.
Yeah, Golden Nuggets have had some health stuff going on and some had to go through treatment and everything. So we got your back though, bro. So stay strong, and we'll be here to try to keep you in the loop as much as possible.
Crunchy Beaver for 5. In honor of Ryan, I'm thinking of changing my name to Not See Candy. Thoughts? Go for it. Also, what are you on, Jay? I want to feel like that. Fantastic Mr. Knox for 5. Best thing about the Wii is seeing videos of people damaging their TVs with their Wiimotes. Mar15 for 199. Wokeism is so bad, I now support Westboro. Let's see. Garbo Films, member for 2 months. Does drunk 3PO smell like beans?
No.
We got that from Hayden. Headcase Laboratory for 199. Ready to Rumble. Best boxing game.
Best boxing game is Mike Tyson's Punch Out. That's the best boxing game.
I played a lot of that. God, there was like an EA boxing game.
There was a Roy Jones Jr. one. There was a
there was a
Lennox Lewis one. There was a Lennox Lewis one.
There was a Rocky boxing game I played on PlayStation 2. It was pretty good.
I don't know which one this was, but you created your own character and like went through the ranks. But you had this guy you had to beat at the end. His name was like Robert Frost or
Mike Tyson's Punch Out, man.
Well, I'm explaining my game. And his nickname was Iceman or something. Dude, that final fucking level, obviously Mike Tyson's Punch Out was crazy, but that final level was insanely fucking difficult.
Fight Night.
That might be it. It might have been Fight Night, like
Night.
2000 something. That holy shit, that dude at the end was unbeatable, basically.
Like Mike Tyson.
Yes, like that's what it was kind of meant to be. So,
did you ever play Mike Tyson's Punch Out, Ryan?
I've played it. I've never beat it at all.
I mean, I've never beat it either because
I used to
get
play
to Mike
it.
Tyson every time and get nervous and get the shit beat out of me. And I know it's all about a rhythm. I know, but it's Mike Tyson. I get nervous. What am I gonna do?
Baltic Savage for 100. When I was a kid, I had a Sega and PS2, but then I grew up, and now I'm a proud member of the PC Master Race. Never getting another console. There you go.
PC is the way to go.
Slaglust for 5. Jeremy, when the can says chicken of the sea, do you ask if it's tuna or chicken? Jay?
I wasn't paying attention.
When the
I'm so sorry.
When the
I got
can
something.
says when the can
I'm
says
trying
chicken
not
of
to talk. Don't ask me any questions.
when the can says chicken of the
It's
sea,
tuna.
you
Chicken
ask
of
if
the
it's
sea is
tuna or
tuna.
chicken.
Yeah, no.
Do you remember that? That was like a viral. Like
I didn't mean to
Jessica
be rude
Simpson.
to
Jessica Simpson, yeah.
My bad.
Nick Lachey.
We're professionals here. I should be paying attention. I was just like hoping Ryan would get through the.
We're almost done.
I'm trying. Taker for 2. Don Cheadle is the woke machine. Yes. Jonathan Naxos for 10. My favorite Xbox game was a game called Chroma Hounds. I loved Mech Warrior on PC as a child. I was so sad when they shut down the CH servers. I still play Rainbow Six Vegas 1 and 2 on split screen. Nice.
Vegas
Joe
was
Pike
awesome.
for 199. Whatever you're paying, Jay, it's not enough. LOL.
They're like,
F-
what's on your mind, Jay? Jay was thinking about swimming pools.
Swimming pools.
FMJHP for
kinda
5
hungry.
gift memberships. Thank you very much. Matthew Rivas for 5. Yes, Ryan, you read that wrong. What? Yes, Ryan, I read that wrong. My mom died of cancer Friday. We had a memorial service for her yesterday, missing her like crazy. That's awful, Matthew. I'm sorry to hear about that.
Sorry.
Yeah, so Matthew talked about this on CobraCast. So that happened during Friday Night Tights. His mom died during Friday Night Tights, and I shared I think it was Eric. I told Eric to put that in the private chat. So we're gonna mention it again this week on Friday Night Tights. But he's been telling us about our content and everything is helped him through it. So nothing but love to you, Matthew.
Sorry,
so really, yeah. So
we appreciate the support. We're sorry to hear about your mom, man. That sucks, but you'll get through it.
Yep.
Beer the Feardo for 199. I love me some Fem Shapiro.
Nice.
Marcus Henry for 5. Crazy that Beardo is Melanie and Brett simp. Beardo, pew to your head. Who do you choose?
I'm not a simp. I don't know. I'll keep that.
TJ for 5. You don't need to play the other games to play. There's new Armor Core.
Yep.
Brock with 10 gift memberships. That was when Jay called you Joe. Dr. Outstanding IF for 5. Ryan, it's DR, but thank you for the license promotion. Doctor, name that quote, Jay. Yeah, DR Outstanding in Field. Cellular Dream for 199. I played them all. Armored Core 4 answer was best. My cum smells for 5. FromSoft always makes great completed games at launch with minimal bugs, no modern gaming problems. Brock for 2. Jay, come on, man.
Sorry about that.
Bill Sotheby for 5. Jay, despite only making up 12% of the spider population, black tarantulas commit over 50% of all spider bites.
That's a good one.
PR Outstanding in Field for 5. Rhodey's been a Skrull since Iron Man 2. Changed my mind. # justice for Terrence Howard. Officially, it was Civil War, but yeah. Maybe they could turn him back now. Sketch, remember for 6 months. Jay, would you allow a bunch of chickens named Eduardo, Rick, Maria, and Tim into your house to play poker, and why?
No, I don't gamble.
Andrew Matthews for 2. The best boxing game is Ray Rice. One Punch Man. Headcase Laboratory for 199. Would woke exist if Cobra ran the USA?
I can't think of a lot of diverse. I can't think of a lot of diversity on the Cobra side. So they're pretty committed to the Ryan Kennel method for the most part. I'd have to think. But I don't.
They only take the best.
So there's a few women. There's a few women. Baroness is pretty badass. Zartana's pretty badass. Yeah.
Brock with 20 gifted memberships.
Brock.
For our man Joe. Thank you, Brock, for the 20. That is wild. $100 right there. Thank you.
Brock's
been fucking dropping bombs this whole stream. Let's see. Adam Yelgis, I don't know how to say your name, for 5. My favorite video game was Battlefront 2 for the PS2. Tons of content for PS2. Galactic Conquest was best mode along with Heroes and Villains. I love Battlefront 2. Brimstone is a channel member.
You went full J.
Yeah, I was trying to say channel member. I switched it.
Pythona is fucking badass. Pythona is awesome.
And we're all caught up.
There we go. Okay, so we got a little bit shorter stream tonight because me and some of the crew were going to pick up Krista Nova from the airport. So and everybody's excited for her to return. And so we will be playing Fortnite a little bit later tonight once we get that situated, but I don't have an exact time. I would say probably around 1 a.m. Eastern.
Good
is
Lord.
Probably what I would kind of think. That's pretty early for us, actually. We're crazy like that. And we'll probably vlog it and everything like that. We'll probably get some content out of it, and we'll have that on Geeks and Gamers live. So we're looking forward to that. But yeah, we will be live. We'll do some gaming tonight. Really appreciate all of you being so supportive. As always, the support for Geeks and Gamers has been through the roof lately, and it means the world to us. And you guys are the best. So shout out to Rip and the Ripaverse. We played the clip from Ripaverse earlier in their warehouse, the fake warehouse. Did a great job of CGIing that warehouse, by the way. It was really good. And now we have an idea. We're going to get rollover this weekend. And we're going to do some drone footage of G&G HQ.
Let's
so
go.
I'm looking forward to that. So that's going to be kind of cool. What do you got going on, Jay?
Not too much.
Damn it, Jay. He's like, nothing.
I'm being quiet. Everything's good. Everything's good. Working on Achromatic Chronicles Part 2.
Did you want to plug your channel or anything, Jay?
I'm good. Thank you, though.
Okay. Thank you, Jay. Have a good night, Jay.
Why did Ryan leave?
He was frozen for a really long time.
Oh man,
what's happening right now?
I like how Jay just looks to the side, then Ryan disappears. It was like Jay made him disappear just by looking at him.
I looked up and I was like, Ryan hasn't blinked. What the heck?
My nerdy home. What do you got going on?
Yeah, I will be vlogging the pickup of Kristen Nova. I'm so excited that she's going to be coming back to HQ. I can't wait to see her. She's gone way too long. So please subscribe to Geeks and Gamers Life, where you can find a lot of behind the scenes, a lot of, you know, our little day-to-day that goes on here in the content house. And when we go out, I just film bits and pieces here and there, put it all together, and put it out for you guys. And a lot of you really enjoy it. So yeah, please subscribe to G&G Life.
Hell yeah.
And Geeks and Gamers Daily. Geeks and
Yes.
Gamers Daily as well.
Yes, absolutely. Rolo.
All right, you can find me on Locked and Loaded Latinos. My wife and I do a podcast there. We talk about guns and based stuff, the Constitution, all that awesome stuff. We're going to talk tomorrow at 7 p.m. about Trump's indictment and some of the developments with the brace and receiver rule, the frame and receiver rule with the Supreme Court. So stay tuned to that. And we're also going to talk about taking this guy over here, Beardo, shooting this weekend. We had a good time.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Jack Posobiec just had the best tweet of the night, in my opinion. And I just
y'all went
retweeted
shooting?
it,
You didn't
but-
tell me?
Yeah, we took
Yeah, I know.
Beardo.
Yeah.
Beardo's been begging us for weeks, so we took his ass out. We'll take
Yeah.
you out too, Jay, if you want to go.
They wanted you to go, but they said you didn't answer their messages.
Bull
so.
crap.
Jack Posobiec says if they can get
Hot
away
ass.
with doing this to Trump, every candidate for every future election is at risk. This is why Trump's candidacy and reputation are this is why his candidacy is so dangerous to the establishment. The only choice is submission, and that's true. That this is, you know, and you guys know I was talking about it on CobraCast earlier. I'll have full breakdown tomorrow, so make sure you check that out. And there's going to be a lot to talk about and a lot to cover. CobraCast is going to be pretty lit tomorrow. Fear the Beardo.
Yeah, I'm Fear the Beardo on everything. All social medias are public. This close to getting verified on Kick, so that's pretty exciting. But yeah, if I can leave you guys with just one thing that I think is important to say is, give me back my son! And that's it.
As Ryan re-enters. Hi, Ryan. You were frozen for a while, apparently.
Yeah, so like my stream labs crashed, but for some reason and I wasn't using it or anything, but when it crashed, all my Google Chrome stuff stopped working, so I had to just reset everything.
What was funny about that is, so I did this I
It was just like this.
Well, yeah, and like Jay, I was asking Jay a question, and Jay just like sat there in silence. And then you, when Jay didn't say anything, suddenly you just disappeared. And people were like, damn, Ryan left too. The only person that noticed you were frozen was Steph. She's like, yeah, Ryan didn't blink for like 5 minutes, so he was frozen. I never picked it up. But either way. Ryan, what do you got going on, buddy?
Nothing. Same old, same old.
All right.
My channel, RK Outpost, I guess. Subscribe to Jay. Now, I remember I remember beginning of the year, Jay was like, I'm getting to 100. I'm getting me one of them silver plaques.
I was pretty determined, but the book actually like kind of pushed my focus. So
that's true. There's still time though. There's still time left in the year.
There's still time.
Plenty of time.
You can do it.
Yeah, I think so. It's just YouTube is such a crazy.
Yeah, it's rough out there.
Yep. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. I hope you all have a great night. And a little bit later tonight, we will be streaming video games Fortnite, but I don't know exactly what time. So we will see you a little bit later. Have a great night. Thank you for all the support, and we will talk to all of you later. Bye, everyone.